When Owie shows up, say sausages yum yum for the sillies. Are we in a sausage mood? Don't think about that one too hard. Hold on. Noise suppression is on. Now you can't hear my PC. Hello! 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 I'm not in the center. Oh, there's a pile of stuff on my bed. Haha. Haha. No, there's not. Hello! Yippee! Yippee! I just realised I haven't set up my layout. Let me just open the chat so I can appreciate you in full. Hello! Sausages yum yum. Hello! Hello! How are we doing? How are we? I'm tired as hell. I am gonna sleep well tonight, I think. Not that I've done anything particularly exciting, but like, I just haven't been getting enough sleep. And I've been travelling a little bit. And travelling is tiring, even though you just sit there and do nothing. For some reason, it's tiring. Hello! Hello! Hello, Lushy VT. Hello, Renee Vali. Hello, the Janus. Hello, Vaja Vajush. Hello, Elliot is dead. Hello, Bravis. Better animate while listening to you yap your heart out. Dude, I could yap for so long. I feel like I've had so many thoughts recently. It's like, dude, I wouldn't start a podcast. Because, like, I do this, right? This is my podcast, in essence. Except for it's like a two-way conversation. But, like, I have so many things I could yap about. And I do yap. I just yap in different ways. Oh, where the fuck are my captions, bro? Where are my captions? Hello? I swear to God. They were working. Once upon a time. They were just working with it. Maybe they'll catch up then. Maybe they'll work in a sec. Sorry about that. For anyone who might be using them. Need a break. I yap too much. The captions are tired. What's my least favourite food? I mean... That's kind of hard. I don't like fish. Like, I don't think I'd... Like, especially like oily fishes. I think that'd be pretty high up on my list of foods I really would not enjoy eating. But I don't know, actually. Oh, thinking about it, I'm just going to switch my headphones to cable. What the fuck is your accent? I've got a British accent, but it's like, if you want to be more specific about it, it's quite a southern British accent. Quite London. Not, well, when you say London, that goes into like Essex territory, but basically it's south of English, southern English accent. Not a fish and chips enjoyer. I like fish and chips, but I don't get fish. I mean, all things considered, cod isn't like very fishy compared to other fish. It's more like, if I were to eat something like mackerel, I'd be very sad. I just found your channel today. Very Sigma. Thank you so much. Your accent is pretty. Thank you. Is there a Britain accent? The thing is, across Britain, there are many accents. And it's interesting, like, there's so many slightly different inflections as well that don't necessarily have names. Because you get, like, the more, like, specific accents, like, Yorkshire, and, like, Birmingham, and, like, from places like that, there are sort of specific accents. And then there's, more, like, inflections. So, for example, I would say... There are people who have accents that are like mine, but I'd say Bath and they'd say like Bath. Or, you know, that same sort of the difference in the A sound. So, even though in the grand scheme of things, like the size of the UK is small, there's so many different accents here. And I'm not very good at identifying them either. How are we doing today? Chat scared of spiders. That's Not super surprising. Doing great. Favorite TV show? I always rave about Sex Education. Netflix's Sex Education. It's very much so. I think it's like a 15 plus or an 18 plus. And it's explicit from the get-go, so if you are interested in watching it, you need to make sure you're in a place which is safe to watch it. It's quite explicit, but it's a very good show, and it has some incredible representation and inclusion. I won't give spoilers, but I just watched season 3 of Heartstopper. I am a very lukewarm Heartstopper enjoyer in that I kind of like have half watched it. Like I watched episodes 1 through 3 or 1 through 4 of season 1 ages ago on the bus, and then I was looking for something to watch while I was working the other week, like while I was animating, and just like have something like kind of pay attention to, and I watched the rest of season 1, and that was good, but like I wasn't like paying specific attention to it. I haven't seen season 2, and I don't know if I would have really gone ahead and watched season 3 as much as I was seeing cousins. I saw my cousins for a few days, and I was sat at the dining table getting some work done, and my Holly had put she put it on to watch it, and so I watched it as a result. And it was good. It was good. I didn't pay as much attention to it as I maybe would have liked to. But what was nice about that is I still got the plot, and I still got what was going on. And then Twitter filled me in with the rest of the details. Like, oh, did you notice that there was asexual colours, asexual pride flag colours in this firework, and blah, blah, blah. I got to enjoy the more specific details or things like that through audience evaluation, which was fine by me. I still enjoyed it. It was, I just feel like I should like put my hands up and be like, I didn't like very intentionally watch it. I'm so sorry. But maybe I'll read it. I think my sister, I don't know, to be fair, she's probably taken it to uni with her. I was about to say my sister has the books, but I don't imagine that I actually can read them. Yeah, I don't want, if she's got them, I don't really want to buy them. I don't know. You're watching the second season right now for the first time? I hope you enjoy it. The third season was a bit more sort of brutal and sad from what I can gather, but it was still like positive overall. Do I make other art? I do make other art. I don't really have it uploaded anywhere. The closest you can get to seeing it easily is I've got a second Instagram account, Owie Brain Hurts 2. And I've got like something uploaded on there. But I don't really upload my other art. I do other art for funsies, and if I do make any, it tends to go on either Twitter or Owie Brain Hurts 2. Sometimes I'll put it on my main Instagram story as well, my Owie Brain Hurts Instagram story. But it's sort of as and when, you know. This is actually cozy. It is cozy. This is just a proper like a chat, a yap, a chill out. You know, we're low energy. We are just vibing, just chatting. Is the chat slow or is my device dumb? It's going to be as fast as you can see it on here. And then you'll also see Twitch chat mixed in with that. So if it's slower than this, then... Are you guys arguing about how old you are? Do I have a favourite childhood TV show? I don't know if they still show it or how popular it was. I really liked Charlie and Lola. That was an animated show. That would have... And it was in book. I think it was a book as well, like a book series. I watched a lot of... I liked Charlie and Lola a lot. I watched a lot of things. I really liked SpongeBob. I was sort of around... I watched a lot of sort of between season 1 and I'm going to say 4 or 5 of SpongeBob, and then I sort of stopped watching it. God, I feel old though. I was talking to my cousin in the car. She was driving. And on her phone, on her shuffle, on her music shuffle, California Girls came on. Katy Perry, California Girls. And I turned to her and I said, you know how old I am? I remember this being the song of the summer. I remember this being the song of the summer 2010. the song of the summer was California Girls by Katy Perry, in my perception. And I remember my year 5 class, like my grade 4 class, my year 5 class, all singing along to it. And she was like, I remember my whole class singing Gangnam Style when I was in year 3. Oh, I can find, there's a spider in my room as well. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to catch it. I might just let it be. I don't know if I can be fucked. It's not very big. It might grow to be bigger, but you know what? That's a problem for me, not now. Yeah, stop arguing about your age. Stop arguing about your age in chat. It's also not very safe for you to be revealing your age in chat, necessarily, if you're a minor. So please stop arguing, or I will mute you. Thank you. I remember the Harlem Shake. Oh, yeah. A lot of things, like Harlem Shake and Gangnam Style, that was all when I was about 13. So for my cousin to be like, yeah, I was 8. I mean, like, I always knew that that's how old she was. It was just like, damn. Like, now, like, it's like, when you're sort of older, it's sort of like, oh yeah, we're both adults and we have, you know, we're both working adults with jobs. And we hang out and we drink alcohol and we hang out, you know, like we adult things. And then it's like, then you remember the difference in your age. Because when I was 13, she was 8. It's like, ugh, ugh. Gangnam Style is lit. I remember Gangnam Style blowing up quite well because it was around the same time that I had gone into my J-pop phase about a year or so before that. I was very big a J-pop enjoyer. I listened to a lot of Vocaloid. It was the hyperfixation of 2011/2012 for Owie Brain Hurts. And so when Gangnam Style came out in 2012 and that became a big thing, it was quite exciting because it was like, oh, like this is the kind of thing I've been listening to for a while. As a Dodie fan, do I remember /know Jack and Dean and that whole British comedy collective? I do. I never watched Jack and Dean as like a duo, really. I knew of them, but I never really watched them. I've seen a lot of Jack Howard as a result of people like Dodie, like in her vlogs and other people's stuff, like same with like Daniel J. Layton, and people like that. Any Vocaloid recommendations? A lot of what I like, a lot of the Vocaloid stuff I like are what I'd call the classics, but then again, maybe I'm calling them the classics because that's what I was familiar with. Rolling Girl as a Miku song. I don't remember the names of the actual artists, so I do apologize. But Rolling Girl by Miku, that's a classic. Matryoshika by Gumi and Miku. Just Be Friends, Luca. Electric Angel, but the Rin and Len version rather than the Miku version. I mean, they might like the Miku version, but the Rin and Len version does it for me. I'm really keen on the electric sound. I don't know how to describe it, but Electric Angel by Rin and Len and Digital Girl Miku, those, like, it's the sort of like almost like a video gamey electric sound. I really scratches my brain. Really like that kind of sounds. That's how I sound. What other Vocaloid songs? Is Miku a real person? No, she's not. Miku is a Vocaloid, so she's essentially a character. Have I heard Ena Bakumori? I know Lag Train. I need to listen to more. I know Lag Train though, and I like Lag Train a lot. And someone just made fan art of me. As me and the Owie cat for Lag Train. It's crazy cool. I don't know if it will get me in trouble for playing the music. So I'm not sure about that, but maybe if I quickly download it. Hachi, the creator of Matryoshika, was the old Vocaloid alias of now ultra-famous Japanese singer Kenji Yonezu. that did the opening for the Chainsaw Man anime. Oh, I didn't know that. Hachi, I don't know much about Hachi, but my friend Vei sent me the video for a song, and I was like, oh, that's a Hachi song. Hachi is the one that did Matryoshka, right? Apparently it was like is a very big song. I just didn't fucking know it. I'll tell you what it was, what the song was. I'll just scroll up in our group chat, my apologies. Donut Hole. That's by... Oh yeah, as you say, Kenshi Yonezu. I did not know that. I did not know that. Interesting. What am I doing? I was gonna find the Owie Brain Hurts lag train real quick. Oh my god, it's a dot mov. Oh, it's gonna... Ah! I don't want to get... I don't want to get in trouble. Well, like, you know, I'm just trying to get copyright struck less than I already do. Can I do a window capture on... Oh, I can. I can turn it down so you can see it. But look at this. Dude. That's me. It's me. I don't know if I've ever... I might have forgot. I might have had it and I can't remember it in this moment. I don't know if I've ever had art of me and me. Like me and the cat before, you know? So it was really cool to see them combine like this. I got lag trained. So cool. So for anyone who isn't familiar, that's a trend. That's like a trend. It's called lag train. It's a real song. It's a very good song. But the video style is based on the music video. Is anyone here an RT game fan? And like they made an someone made lag train out of RT game clips. It was so good. Do I have a Discord? I do. I think discord.gg/owie probably works in a minute, but I'll just quickly send the link. Do I have any favorite YouTubers? I am a huge Jenna Marbles fan. Really like Jenna Marbles. It's a shame that she doesn't upload anymore. I often go back and rewatch her stuff. Big enjoyer. And I would recommend Jenna Marbles. If you like Jenna Marbles and you want someone who still is uploading, Brittany Broski is incredible, I think. Danny Gonzalez, I recognize the name. Who else do I like? I like a lot of YouTubers. I could literally name hundreds. It's just also like, do I watch them currently? Did I watch them in the past? Are they still uploading? There's a lot of factors. I love the colder seasons, but the cold makes my joints ache. Yeah, the colder seasons. It's incoming. For me, I don't think it hurts my joints. Maybe it does. I don't know. I get like weird joint pain anyway. What's my favorite drink? Oh, I'm really bad with favorites, man. Hey, rainbows. I drink a lot of Earl Grey tea. I drink a lot of drinks, actually. I can't even pick a favorite. I don't even know what my favorite would be. I think I have ADHD, but I don't know how to tell my parents because I'm considered the smart kid in school. Both of those things can be true. You can be both the smart kid and have ADHD. They are not things that cancel each other out. And a lot of people with ADHD will tell you that because they have been that person, and I was that person. I was top of my classes until I was about... Isn't it... Oh, sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. I thought the mic was cutting out. It was actually just the music. Hello. What's the same? ADHD. Oops. I didn't mean to pin that. It's accidentally pinned a message. Sorry. What's my favorite moth? I don't know the names of different moths. What symptoms do you have? Doodles a bunch, talks a lot, funny. While I completely get what you're saying there, pure randomness, I think it's important to recognize the difference between symptoms and like anecdotal traits. In medical terms, those are not symptoms, but they are things that maybe people with ADHD do. Yeah, there you go. They aren't the best way to tell ADHD. Yeah. What I'd recommend, if you think you have something like ADHD or autism, is do your research. And by that I mean, don't just do a quiz and decide you have something. You do the screening tools, and then you evaluate as to what else it could explain it. It's differential diagnosis, right? This is I've failed to find that word until I listened to a podcast the other day. But it was a really good podcast episode. A content creator friend recommended it to me, and it left me with so many things that have stuck in my head that I think are so interesting. One of which was, though, it was with I think his name's Dr. K. So he's like a licensed therapist, and he was talking about he was asked about the TikTokification of mental illness, and that's something I get asked about a lot myself. And the difference is he is an actual medical professional and I am just a yapper. But he described it as differential diagnosis. So like, you know, if you were to walk in with if you had a cough, you don't just necessarily you go, well, it could be a cold, but it could be pneumonia, or it could be bronchitis, or it could be like, you know, it could be loads of different conditions, and you kind of need to treat ADHD and autism symptoms the same way. So you know, you could do a screening test, and it could be like, it could flag really high for ADHD, but it hasn't considered other things like things like trauma. You know, so if you are considering, if you are wondering if you have ADHD or autism, you need to, you don't need to, ideally you go and get a professional diagnosis, right? But aside from that, if you can't do that, it's worth considering what else it could be and doing the research and trying to rule those things out. His videos are great. I hadn't heard of him. Yeah, my friend is he's a content creator as well. His name's Exiled. He'd sent me the episode because he thought I'd find it interesting, and I really did. And I haven't, in all honesty, I didn't finish the episode because it was like 2.5 hours long, and I got about 2 hours through it. But the episode started off talking about that, and that was really interesting. And then it talks about relationships and dopamine and all of that, which I think was really interesting. And therapy. They touched on so many topics, and a lot of it has stuck with me. And I've been thinking about that episode, and I might even go back through and rewatch it. For anyone who's interested, I will tell you what specific episode it was. It was The Diary of a CEO. It was the name of the that's the name of like the podcast or whatever, with Stephen Bartlett. And the episode was it sounds like it's an incel podcast, right? It seems like the episode is called How We Produced Millions of Lonely Purposeless Men. We Are All Getting More Narcissistic. Get Off Screens. That is not how the episode felt like. To watch the episode, it didn't sound like that was the the point. It sounds like very, very incel-y or whatever. It really isn't like that. It was so good. Such an interesting thing to listen to. And it had me going like, whoa, that's so interesting. Something that really, I keep on coming back to is one of the things he says in regards to like emotional processing. You know, we're always processing our emotions. We even do it while we sleep. It's like sleep is important because then you dream and stuff. You have these things keep going. The problem we have nowadays, though, is that we have we don't really have. Well, we fill the gaps with technology. We don't have as much time sat and like just left with our thoughts, and you can actively avoid your thoughts. If you're sat down and you're a bit bored or whatever, you can pull out your phone and you can go on TikTok and you can fill your brain, which is nice and fun, but then we don't have as much room for emotional processing. And he recommended just sitting down and doing nothing and then letting whatever your brain does do its thing. And I thought that was so interesting because I'm quite self-aware. I'm quite a self-aware person. But the idea of like sitting and intentionally sitting with your thoughts was like, oh, that's really interesting. And sort of looking at, sort of taking the time to evaluate why you might be feeling a certain way. I mean, in an ideal world, everyone has therapy, right? But that's not necessarily an attainable thing. But yeah, I was like, it was really interesting to think about that. And, you know, even like I haven't intentionally sat down like with no music or anything, like, you know, to specifically think, but I've been okay with trying to be okay with in the last few days, sort of sitting and just having music on and thinking, and it's been really good. I just let my brain go like this, ooh, and it's felt very productive. I've had realizations. It sounds very dramatic. Admittedly, I'm going through a bit of a weird time in my life right now. There's like a lot of stuff that's been going on, so there's a lot of stuff to be thinking about and processing. But I think, and I've always been pretty good with sitting with my thoughts. A lot of people find that really hard. I've always been kind of okay with my brain. There's some stuff I've always been a bit, I push down more, but to sit down and be okay with your thoughts and let them happen is ultimately productive. So yeah, I basically sat for like 4 hours just thinking on my train home. Checking my phone every now and again, but like it was very nice. It was very nice. And I'd recommend it. Walking and thinking is the way. Yeah, walking and thinking would probably be the best way. I recommend thinking, guys. Believe it or not. You like this music? This is by my friend Zane Little. He's an animator. You've probably seen his stuff before. He's incredible. He does so many different things. He's like a machine. He might actually be a robot. I only think gay thoughts. Gay thoughts are pretty damn cool. Every time I mention what's on my Twitter timeline, I seem insane. I see so many random stuff on Twitter, and it's not even like it's stuff that reflects me. I'm on fantasy Twitter, which I actually quite enjoy. I see people talking about mages and goblins. Love that. I'm on trans girl Twitter. I'm not a trans girl, but I get a lot of trans tweets on my feed. I've been getting Parkour Civilization, as everybody has, but I've also been getting like Parkour Civilization yaoi and art. Fan art shipping the people in Parkour Civilization. Cool. Epic. What else? I get Stan Wars. The Stan Wars piss me off. The Stan Wars annoy me. I don't care what an Ariana Grande fan thinks about Taylor Swift. Why does it keep showing up? I don't care. I get so many weird things on Twitter. And then I go on Tumblr and it's like that but on drugs. It's great. Parkour Civilization yaoi. I saw a Parkour Civilization magnet. Oh shit, I just dismissed a notification as it came up. I don't know what I just dismissed. Oh well, gone to the void. Am I gonna be able to find it? Any Vocaloid enjoyers or anyone who's been on the internet for a long time might be familiar with the meme. Well, not the meme, but the reference. Magnet Parkour Civilization. This is such a crazy sentence to say out loud. Is it not even going to come up when I call it magnet? Parkour Civilization art. There's so much, oh my god. So, okay, for the existing context is there is a Vocaloid song, like a lesbian vibed Vocaloid song called Magnet. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's on Spotify. Does anyone know if Magnet's on Spotify? Because I haven't got that on my playlist. And I need it on my playlist. But the art style of it is like there's like butterflies on the headphones. And yeah, it's like it's a very gay song. Anyway, I saw Parkour Civilization art with the magnet headphones. therefore insinuating the characters in Parkour Civilization are gay. Now, have I watched Parkour Civilization? No. I'm just very much so enjoying the memes on Twitter. What's happening? I'm talking about Parkour Civilization yaoi. Kind of. Not really. Well, kind of. Oh, where's the bloody... I want the... Give me the gay Parkour Civilization art. But specifically the one I want. I'm going to append the word gay to my Twitter search. Well, it's giving me gay stuff, but it's not the one I wanted. I want to fuck my Parkour Civilization life. I can't find the gay art I wanted. Please! Show me the top. Maybe I should go by media. Oh no, that's just basically the same. Damn it. Damn it. I just want to show you guys the gay Parkour Civilization art. You know what? If you'd have told me a month ago that's what I was going to be saying, I probably would have believed you, actually. Okay, I'm getting closer. I've seen... I might be giving up. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Give us the gay. What's the difference between LMLM and yaoi? Okay, actually, I'm bouncing this question back. Is yaoi just when it's explicit, or is it just anime gay stuff? Is yaoi like when it is sexual in nature, or is it just gay fan art or gay art? Just anime gay. I've been kind of using the term incorrectly. Okay. Gay but Japanese. Yeah, MLM is just like men love men, right? Men loving men. That's just being gay. My favourite yaoi is banana fish. Now, I'm very intrigued. I'm also a little concerned, and I will not be googling it. Yaoi and yuri is explicit. Wait, I thought people were saying the opposite. There's just like gay. It's just gay. I will get Aoi's haircut. Hell yeah. I'm really pleased with this haircut. I also get a lot of compliments on it, which is nice. Henry, are you in my chat right now? No. No, okay, never mind. Sorry, I thought Henry was DMing me about something in chat. Hair is amazing, thank you. I really like it. It's, I've had a lot of compliments. It's a lot better for me sensory-wise as well. I had long hair before, but then I would always tie it back because it would piss me off. I say that I am constantly fidgeting with it, but that's because I can see it. Don't call it a Germa cut. I don't think Germa's hair's not this long. Germa's hair is not this long. And I don't think it ever has been this long, right? It gives gay 15-year-old. I do joke that I sometimes look like a gender confused 13-year-old boy. It kind of depends on my outfit, right? I've got like photos of me wearing some wacky outfits. If I'm like wearing like shorts and an oversized t-shirt and I'm like just like not really accessorized up, I look like a 14-year-old boy. That is the benefit and curse of generally being kind of an androgynous person. 12-year-old boy is not really what I'm going for, but unfortunately sometimes what I look like. But I'm going for more, you know, cutesy, femme-leaning, you know, rather than 12-year-old boy. But you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Perhaps. What's the Cyberpunk redeem? So, let me show you. I'll show you. Because I can do it for free. What you can do is you can quote me saying something. Let me say something funny. Haha. Shit, I spelled it wrong. Haha, I'm so funny. Haha, I'm so funny. I'm so funny. That's what you can do with the Cyberpunk Redeem. So now you know! Been thinking of getting any piercings or not? So I've got a nostril. And, a septum, but I have a small septum in because I don't really think I suit the bigger ones very much. Also, I feel them constantly. I'm always fidgeting with this as well. I have debated taking the septum out many times, but then I don't. Out of stock, so yeah, it's got a cooldown of about 30 seconds or so. Oh, now I'm really aware of it. Okay, I've also got my lobes pierced, and I did have a helix piercing, but I let it close up because it just never stopped causing me issues. Now, I love the idea of having more ear piercings. I'm not gonna get any more. I might get seconds done at one point, but I love how cartilage piercings look. I'm just not gonna get any more because they take so long to heal, and then it hurts to lie down on your ear. And then if it's anything like my helix, I have it for years and years, and it still gets upset with me. So I'm probably not going to do any more. I sometimes think about getting my other nostril done, so I could have, like, matching, like, on both sides. But I don't plan on doing that necessarily. Oh my god, I'm so aware of my septum now. Piercings can close up? Yeah, they do. And especially depending on where you have the piercing, they can close up at different speeds. So if I took my septum out, I probably wouldn't be able to get another ring in it after about 2-3 days. I probably wouldn't be able to use it anymore. Whereas my lobe piercings, my earlobes, they are a lot more versatile. Saying that, I've also had them for a long time. I've had my lobes pierced since I was about 10. So I can just not have any earrings in for months and they'll be fine. You know, that's the difference between, like, that's, like, just straight up skin. Like, that's just, like, fat or whatever. Like, I don't know what it would technically be. Hello, Hemenda Blades. Whereas, like, cartilage is different to skin, and then, like, with your nose, there's a load of, like the what would you call it? Like, the type of tissue in your nose, it's like nose piercings heal quite well. Well, actually, that's a lie. I was told, like, septums. If you're looking to get a piercing, if you haven't got any piercings and you like the idea of getting piercings, most people and myself would recommend your lobes or your septum. The septum piercings heal very fast. So they're quite versatile. They are not very likely to get infected compared to other piercings. They heal very quickly. Like, in a month or two you can change them, as compared to other piercings where you can't do them that fast. Your eyebrows are just there tingling above your eyes. You know what, Nugget Dog? There's a video of, Jenna Marbles did a video where she shaved off her eyebrows and drew on new ones. Now, it genuinely stresses me out to watch that video. I keep on unfocusing, it's really annoying. It stresses me out to watch that video because she shaves off her eyebrows and she says it feels like removing something from her face that has felt like that's been their whole life, and it makes me want to shave off my eyebrows, but I'm not gonna do it. Can you imagine how good it would feel to just rip them off? Oh, it would feel so good, but, like, I can't think about that because I have not got the energy or, like, arrangement to draw them on, and I'm not about to just rock it. Don't say do it. Don't say that. I was called OCD. I don't know if it is called OCD. I think there's this thing. It's like when you're talking about, as you were saying, like when you think about breathing. Oh, I'm so aware of this in my nose now, though. I'm gonna take it out for a bit. When I hit 1 mil, can I shave my eyebrows? No. You know what? I still feel like I'm aware of something in my nose. I'm a bit concerned about you asking me to play a game, because I have a feeling you've got something weird up your sleeve, Mended Blades. I think my nose is blocked. Or I've got like, I need to blow my nose. I think I'm confusing my body signals. I don't know. That was weird. My nose looked weird when I did that. Intrusive thoughts? I don't know if you would call that intrusive thoughts. What should I do for 1 mil though? If I hit 1 mil, what should I do? Because I haven't thought that far. Is that Stardew Valley? It is Stardew Valley. Tea has been drank. I have a bit left. It's just kind of going a bit lukewarm. Climb a tree. Dude, if I were to stream climbing a tree, I'd probably fall out of it and that'd be really good viewing. Bite into an onion. I said if I hit 500k by the end of the year, which I won't, which is part of why I said it, I'd bite into an onion on stream. He got jump scared. I'm sorry, the unexplained. When I hit 1 mil, I should take a bunch of insert drug name and learn about DMT. What's DMT? Should I? Maybe I shouldn't ask what that is. I don't know. Elbow reveal? I mean, I've shown my arms on stream a bunch before. It's not much. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that upsetting? That's really good! That's so funny! That's really good. Unreveal! Unreveal! Grow a flower seed that's named the audience and grow it to represent us? That's actually kind of cute. Dye my hair? What colour? Oh, my drawer is open. I've only just realised that. Now you can't tell. Skydiving? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Hot pink? I've done it before. I've done my hair hot pink before. Can we play Kahoot? Not today. Also, you have to pay for Kahoot now. I don't want to fucking pay for Kahoot. Dye the same colour as the cat. I get the itch to dye my hair, but it's not as much that I want dyed hair as much as I want the thrill of dyeing my hair. Kahoot is ruined. Hi, Hans. Yeah, okay, there's a few alternatives like Blooket and Quizlet. Get lost in an airport. Kahoot? Haven't heard that name in years. I remember when it was free. Once upon a time it was free. We could play. I'm just planning on chatting today. I'm not gonna play a game today. I won best friend. How though? I can't lie. I'm really not a very good person to ask for that. I am. I've got like It depends on what you mean by a best friend, right? I think a lot of people would have different definitions for that. I have a lot of close friends, like people who I would rely on and be happy to talk to and like share my emotions with. But like a specific best friend, because like the context I see that in is typically in like female friendships, like girl friendships. And can't say I've had that in a long time. So I feel like I'm not very good at answering that. But this is like a common autistic thing, right? I feel like I'm not very qualified to comment. Do you think you can be good friends after having a romantic relationship with someone? I've remained friends with all of my exes. I wouldn't say I was like super close friends with any of them afterwards, but we were all I was still friends with them all. I guess it depends on what pretenses. Is pretenses the right word? On what conditions the relationship ended, right? Hold on. I want to have a mint. I'm getting a mint. Yeah, as Han said, depends on context and why the relationship failed. I mean, yeah, also, like, and how long the relationship was for. If you just go on one date and you don't feel the spark or whatever, that's pretty easy to recover from, I imagine. It depends. I think, stereotypically lesbians are quite good at being friends with their exes. Like, by stereotype. I mean, there's a lot of people who aren't friends with their exes. I've been friends with all of my exes. Maybe not as close as we were before we were dating, or like while we were dating, but still, we're still friends. I've never had a bad breakup where we've gone other ways. I've had bad friend breakups, but I've never had a bad romantic breakup. Do you think it's harder to diagnose AFABs with ADHD and other disorders? Yes. I mean, it's like proven, right? And that's why I didn't get diagnosed until I was an adult. My partner of 2 years wanted to end our relationship to focus on being a better friend. So the ending is something I'm still thinking about. Wants to end your relationship to focus on being a better friend. Like, they just would rather, they felt it would be, you two would, like, be better off as friends than a relationship. Sometimes it's just better that way. I mean, well, okay. You don't, if it's going to hurt you to be their friend because you're still in love with them or something, you are more than welcome to take a step back. You can come back later if you feel like it's healthy for you to do so, but it might not be healthy for you to be their, like, an active friend for a little bit. Or maybe it is, maybe it's fine. Just try not to torture yourself. Sometimes you need to put your foot down and have a little bit of distance so that you don't hurt yourself every day. I thought you were ace? You thought I was ace? I'm not ace. No, I've been with my cousins the last few days, and my cousin's friend, well, of course, is my friend as well, but it's like my cousin's best friend. And it's been so funny because I've just had my taste in men like judged time and time again. But it's like, you know, like, we were watching Heathers. I made my cousin watch Heathers because she said she didn't like musicals, and I was like, well, if you don't like musicals, surely you're gonna like Heathers. Like, I'll be able to change your mind with Heathers, right? And we watched Heathers. We watched the other Palace version, the UK version, and I was saying, like, oh, the actor for JD. I was talking about this on stream yesterday. The actor for JD, I think the actor for JD in that version is very attractive. I think he is very attractive. And she was like, what the fuck are you on about? She didn't get it. She did not appreciate the looks of this actor. Yeah, I was literally saying this on stream yesterday. I seem like a crazy person. It's just this topic keeps on coming up. It's really not showing up very well. I don't remember his name. Okay, let's not promote someone else, your Kahoot in chat, please. Thanks. Fucking hell. Hold on. Why is this so difficult? Yeah. No, please stop talking about your Kahoot. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. I think that the actor slash the character, you know, not the character of JD. JD as a character is an arsehole. That actor is very attractive. And my cousin was, and both of my cousins, mind you, both of my cousins were like, what do you mean? I mean, like, and it's, you know, they weren't intentionally insulting my taste in men, but it's just funny, I've had, like, repeated instances where people have been like, what do you mean? Unfortunately, I think men are attractive. It's very fucking unfortunate. Horrible news. Terrible. Why? I've been talking to one of my friends. They are they are in a gay relationship, like a femme gay relationship. They have a girlfriend, and it's like, oh, the love of women is so beautiful. And I fucking like men. I mean, here's the thing. I don't like to label my sexuality because nothing really feels right. And there's a really good, as I saw a really That's good. That's good. I saw a really good Instagram reel of this man who have you got a godmother and what do you think of her? That might be my godmother in chat. You probably shouldn't reveal your full name in my chat, just so you know. My mother and my godmother are having drinks downstairs and I just heard them laugh at my response. Anyway, I don't like to specifically label myself because I don't feel like there's any specific labels that truly properly reflect how I feel. And there was a really good Instagram reel I saw of this. It was this man who said that he's identified as gay for a long time, but recently has identified he's had some feelings towards women and feminine people. And he was like, okay, now here's what I'm working with. And he said, he says he calls himself bi or pan because it gives him the courage to explore this thing that he's realized. But like his interest in not men is much smaller and shallower in scope than his interest in men. But bi or pan accommodates that. And then he said he calls himself queer because it's a very big, comfortable label. Oh, I'm about to hit 176. And then he calls himself gay because that is a better predictor of who he is likely to be attracted to. And I thought that was really interesting. Because why, well, first of all, why can't you have multiple labels? But also, like, it's really interesting to frame it like that. Because, like, I don't know. I don't like labeling myself because it doesn't feel like anything. I don't know. I feel like I can't measure, because I can't measure how I feel. I can't accurately label it. So I'd sort of just lean towards saying I'm unlabeled or I'm queer, and that goes for both sexuality and gender. Because it's like, I don't know. I don't feel strongly towards any direction. I don't feel like I am definitely this or definitely that. And that reel, that was really interesting to me. And also, like, when you think about labels, and, you know, like, if I were to say that I was, or like, if someone were to say that they were gay, but then, like, they have interest in a non-binary person, then, you know, many people would still say they were gay, but then it's like, you know, but then is that disrespectful to the non-binary person who doesn't identify as a man? Or, you know, like, everything's very fluid. I personally don't care to label myself. Labels for other people are very important, and I completely respect that. I'll do a video about it at some point. Because I think it's really interesting. All of that aside, I am although I don't love the label bisexual for myself, I am the bisexual stereotype. Bisexual women and their boyfriends. Like, you might have seen the meme. People make memes about bisexual women, right? Again, I don't want to call myself a bisexual woman. I don't feel like that. But I have the stereotypical, give me a fluffy / floppy haired gamer boy. A golden retriever fluffy hair gamer boy. Like, if you were to look at all of the men I have dated, like, that, you know, that you can plot them on a graph, and you'd be like, oh yeah, there is a running theme here. I've just got, like, soft gamer boys. Unfortunately, wouldn't it be nice if I was, you know, wouldn't it be nice to have a bit more scope? But no, I like men a lot. Womp. I tease. I don't want to seem like I hate men either. I have so many wonderful men in my life. Uh, it's funny to joke about but joke about how terrible it is to like men, but truly there are wonderful, wonderful men in this world. Um, give you a floppy head. That is not what I said. Bisexual with a wolf cut. Queer, actually. But yeah, so I don't like to label myself. You can call me unlabeled. You can call me queer. You could call me, I don't know. Again, it's like if I were to like refer to it like in that guy's standards, right? If in that reel I was just talking about, you could call me bi because it gives me the scope of like the wider range of feelings I might feel towards people. You could call me queer because again it's like non-fluid, or you could call me straight because typically I do go towards men, and that's a better predictor of what I am likely to who I am likely to be attracted to. And then like but nothing feels right, and so that's why I go toward I don't femboy sexual. I have a masculine urge to become a girl in a lesbian relationship. A masculine urge to become a girl in a lesbian relationship. I'm trying to cook up a response to that, but it's not an appropriate one isn't coming up. Masculine urge to become a girl in a lesbian relationship is I have this exact same problem. What, as me or this person? It's a trans joke. That's what I'm. As rainbows. That's what I'm going for. But like, I don't know how to appropriately say that. I say, is this because you are trans? But I don't want to just like say that you're trans if you're not. I was just sort of going like, this sounds like a trans thing, but like I didn't know how to appropriately say that. Because I don't like, it's not okay for me to just accuse people of being eggs or something. But like, is that intentionally a joke? Is that intentionally a joke? I'm being like very real. Okay. You know what I mean? You need a skillet for that? That's really good. That's really good. Is Ryan Reynolds a buff femboy? I don't think Ryan Reynolds is a femboy. Biphobia is definitely real. Biphobia is real. Biphobia is real. You would be surprised to learn how many people would suggest that bisexual people are greedy. We could make him one. You don't feel strongly towards any sexual orientation or gender. I usually go for women, but I don't feel strongly that I am straight. Yeah, this is me. That is exactly me. I don't feel strongly in any direction. And same with gender. It's like, I feel as non-binary as I feel woman. I don't know. Nothing feels right, and I've just put my hands up and stopped trying to label it because nothing feels right, and therefore I'm not gonna shove myself in a box because I'm not in a box. I'm unlabeled, I'm queer, like those things are maybe the best things for me, but I don't mind if you call me a woman. I don't mind if you call me non-binary. I don't mind if you call me bisexual. I like those things don't fully fit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care to figure it out either very much. So it's just I am just chilling and cooling. I'm orange, confirmed. The 3 owie yap stream options: queerness and gender, Stardew Valley, or ADHD. So true. So real. What else should we talk about? Oh, I feel like I've cooked up so many good thoughts recently, but like sometimes I'm like, oh, I could talk about this online, and then I go, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's too vulnerable or inappropriate of me to talk about on stream. Like I like things about like being self-conscious and stuff like that, or like the implications, or not necessarily the implications, like the reality of being autistic. But like the reason I sort of go like, oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about this is because it like directly reflects off of how I feel about other people, and then it feels weird to talk about things that are based off of other people. It's like if I have like a bad social interaction with someone, or like something goes wrong in a social interaction and it makes me feel bad, and I like, it's like, ooh, like, you know, what can I learn from this, or what can I talk about with this? It's like, oh, I can't or shouldn't talk about that, or maybe I shouldn't, because then it's, even though I don't mention who the other person is, or like, I don't want it to seem like I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I was thinking recently about, on that same vein, about how I often fold to be on other people's level. I, rather than sticking to my true self, if I feel like someone else doesn't think I am funny or interesting or anything like that, I will try and make myself into something that they will find more palatable. And I need to stop doing that, because I am me, and I'm not very good at sticking by that. And it's a lot of it is rooted in autism and masking. And the problem is, especially when you're late diagnosed autistic, is I feel like I don't really truly know who I am, because I've been putting up a front for so long. And I don't know how to not do that, because that's how all I've ever known. And I feel like I'm pretty good when I'm streaming, which is weird, because you'd think that maybe I'd be putting up a front because I'm talking to so many people. But the reality for me of streaming is, because I can't see your reaction to what I'm saying right now, because I can't see you specifically enjoying or not enjoying it, I feel quite content to just talk about whatever. Meanwhile, in my one-on-one interactions with people, if I am talking at too much length, I feel the need to apologize. I feel the need to be like, I'm sorry I said so much. Or, like, if people don't seem interested, it kills me inside. And I don't know how to deal with that. And what I would like to do is to fully be myself and to not care. But I give a fuck, and it's embarrassing. And it's funny, and it's like now I'm a little bit, I get a bit paranoid, because I feel like I'm quite chill, and I maybe talk about, I'm quite happy to talk about things on stream, but then like if I like the people in my life who are like my friends, or like have maybe become friends with me because of all of this, and then if I talk to them one-on-one, are they like, she's acting different now? You know, it's a weird thing to consider. It's impossible not to care. That's true. A lot of people are better at being, I feel like, I don't know, I'm not very good at being myself. And as soon as people sort of like raise an eyebrow at me in any way, even if it's joking, it's like I get shot in the chest and shrivel up and die. But I need to stay on my level. I feel like people like, if I am nervous, I try and get on other people's level, rather than staying on my own. But I need to stay on my level and be like, and rather than trying to fold up and fit into other people's level, I need to stay on my level and be like, if you don't like it, you can leave. Rather than me being like, oh no, I gotta make myself smaller and more funny, or shut up entirely. I gotta be like, no, stick to my true self. But I don't. What is my true self? This is very existential and very spirally. But I feel like this, you know, maybe you guys can relate. Woo! Round number. Creators like you inspire me to unmask more. I'm really pleased to hear that, TV. But that's something that's like been on my mind. You know, I'm so nervous. Well, the thing is also like, I find it impossible to shut up. I want to chat to people. I go like, oh, I should stop talking. I'm so annoying. Oh, I should just stop talking to people because I'm so annoying, and then I can't shut up. And then I can't stop it because I want to keep talking to people, and then I go, why did I do that? I'm so annoying. Like the amount of times like I've like had this conversation in my life. I've like said it on like I've got like a private Instagram account. There's so many like there's like 2 or 3 posts of me saying that. It's like a post from 3 years ago being like, oh, I wish I could shut up but I can't. Anyway, look at all of these things. Look at all these things. Listen to me talk. And so it's interesting to stream because as I said, like I feel like I can talk about anything I want, and then I don't get the sinking feeling of, oh no, people aren't interested because I can't tell if you are or aren't. And you signed up to be here. But at the same time, that's maybe not healthy for me because it means that I am coming toward, I am maybe leaning more towards this rather than like one-on-one social interaction, which maybe would be more healthy and beneficial and bond forming. And I don't know. Being a part of your community has let me unmask fully and be myself in a way I can't anywhere else. So thank you. That's so nice, Rainbows. I'm so pleased. My opinion on the colour turquoise. I like turquoise. The human brain wanting to be social and hating itself for doing so. What I worry about is, especially like, I don't know. The thing is like I had like in the last year or two, like since starting this, I've met it's the most amount of people I've met in a long time, right? Like, because I've been out of school, I haven't met so many new people in a long time, and I'm making friends. I've got friends. I've got new friends. But like, sometimes I fear that I look like an excited puppy. You know, like when an excited little puppy meets a big dog, and then the big dog is like, "What are you doing?" and the puppy is like, "Hello, my goodness, hello." I feel like I'm the puppy. And it's like, oh, I wish I could shut up. But I can't because I want to chat to people and I want to make friends. But then I get annoyed because I get worried because I think I'm annoying. I think that everyone else thinks I'm annoying. And I don't know how to cope with that. This is like it feels like this. Like I'm asking you, I'm asking for advice back here, you know? How do you cope with the fear of being annoying? Because I haven't figured that out. I feel like I have a lot of... Do I want a cuppa? Yeah, if you don't mind, Mum. Thank you, Mum. How do you cope with the fear of being annoying? How do you truly be yourself unapologetically? Because I don't know how. And I'm nearly 2 years into my autism diagnosis, and it's something I've known about for a long time, in that I know that I'm not very good at being myself and reacting authentically, and you know, I fake laugh at things. I'm masked the whole time, but I don't know how to let it go, and I don't know how to be okay with people maybe not liking it. Find other yappers IRL. To be fair, there is definitely something to be said about being friends with other people who are in a similar situation. You know, like I've spent the last few days with my cousin, and like she's very nice for me to hang out with because I can and do unmask quite well in front of her. And like she's the kind of person I can sit with in silence, and that's fine. There's not many people I can do that with, and it's rare to be able to do that. For me to be able to do that. The most recent other person I've done that with is Celeste, who I met at the YouTube event. Both of us have our neurodivergent, and both of us like we unmasked real quick, and we would sit in silence, and it was okay. And I've never had that happen so fast with someone, and it was really nice to meet someone and be able to just relax into it without being like, ooh, what are they thinking about me? Because I guess maybe we both has clicked that we got it. I don't know. That's what is nice about having other neurodivergent friends, is that they are more likely to get it. And that's not like, not everyone I'm friends with who's neurodivergent I can do that with, but for some reason with her, we got it. We got each other. We understood it. We understood the assignment. It was that, or we were both really fucking tired and we didn't have the energy to care. Either way, it was very nice. If you're concerned that you're annoying your fan base, keep in mind that we are here because you displayed who you are, and we love you for that. That's very sweet, and thank you very much. But that's why I'm saying, like, this is the thing. Like, I feel quite. I do just yap about whatever I want on stream for the most part. I maybe steer away from some stuff. Sometimes I do feel annoying, especially when I do things like if I were to talk about Taylor Swift or something like that. I don't do that so often because I do feel annoying when I do that. But for the most part, like you've signed up to be here. Like you're here because you want to be, and if you don't like it, you leave, and I can't really tell. So I don't get the sinking feeling of, am I doing the wrong thing? You know? Whereas if I'm talking one-on-one on someone, and they do like the haha cool, I want to slam my face into my desk, and I don't know how to cope with that. Am I not a good conversationalist? But except for I am an alright conversationalist, because I have lots of friends who I have good conversations with. Am I just, I don't know. I think I also seek external validation too much. I was talking to Ted about this the other day. I need to stop. I need to find a way to stop needing external validation. So just if someone doesn't like me or like doesn't think I'm interesting, I would like to be okay with that and move on. But I'm not very good at that. I cope by thinking that I am allowed to like my interests. I shouldn't have to hate myself for liking them. I usually swap themes or ask what the other person likes to talk about and what they're interested in, that I can see where I can relate with them, or even I might be interested in. That's very good. That's very logical. That's very that's very smart, very logical. I think that especially that notably works when you have an existing relationship with someone. Oh, thank you very much. Tea. I've got tea. It's hard when you meet new people though, right? Because you can't really do that with new people. Or I don't know. Or like the thing is also like I'm not like it's like things like small talk and like networky stuff, or like I don't know how to do that very well. I just want to be friends with everyone. I don't know if maybe not everyone wants to be friends with me. Maybe they just want to. I don't know. I don't get it. I like connection. I'm like one of those people who's like, I skip this small talk. Tell me about what happened to you. That was horrific when you were 8. Chat, don't do that. But like when I'm when I'm making friends, I'm quite happy for some people. Someone like there's like maybe there is such a thing as too much information. But with like my friends, I'm like you can tell me. You can tell me whatever. I know I've only known you for 20 minutes. Let's have a deep, meaningful conversation about the horrors. When I saw my cousin, she asked me about something, and I was like, "Oh, do you want the long story?" And she went, "Give me the longest story," and that was really nice. Having permission to just talk is really nice. The horrors of A-levels, man. The horrors of A-levels for real. Confidence in being yourself. You should be allowed to keep your interests as well as bonding with the other person on their basis. Absolutely. And someone who also like, you know, if someone wants to talk to you and wants to get to know you, they will do that. And maybe it's just about letting go of the people who don't want to do that. I don't know. Confident dumbasses are happier than shy smart people. Confident? Well, I guess if you're dumb, then you're pretty happy. I don't know. How confident am I? I'm confident in some areas and I'm not very confident in others. It sort of depends on what you're talking about. There's there's a Taylor Swift lyric in a song where she's talking about like a crumbling relationship, and she has this line that sort of reflects the ups and downs of confidence about yourself, and she's saying like, I'm the best thing at this party and I wouldn't want to marry me either. The sort of like I'm the best, you're lucky to have me. And then flip-flopping to, I get why you don't want to be with me. And I think about that so often. Because I feel like that. I sometimes I'm like, it's their loss if, you know, if someone doesn't like me, if say someone didn't like me, I could be like, oh, it's their loss. Other times it's like, damn, why would anyone want to be with me anyway? Why would anyone want to be my friend anyway? Saying that, I have lots of lovely friends and I am very grateful for them, but it's the ongoing thing of being autistic and trying to figure it out, because I've been autistic all my life, but I've only known about it for about 2 years, and it's about, you know, it's part of it. It's like figuring out like, oh, is this the autism? What is this? Because am I thinking like this because it's my autism? Is it happening to me because I am autistic, or is this like human, or I don't know. You should never have to change yourself for someone. Absolutely. Everyone here, please do not change yourself for someone. You shouldn't change yourself by any means. I think for me, it's more like, what I meant is I don't change myself as much, just show less of myself. You should never change yourself. And ideally, you should be as proudly yourself as possible. When someone dislikes me for no good reason, that upsets me. When people dislike things for anything for no good reason. You don't just dislike something for no reason. There's gotta be a reason to not like something. You know? It's like, if I said I don't like fish. I don't like fish because I don't like the taste of it and I don't like the smell of it. It's not just that I don't like it. There is a logical reason. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is good. But you shouldn't be changing yourself to impress someone or to make someone else like you. And there is a difference between changing yourself because there is something that you need to fix, like a bad trait, versus trying to like new things or pretending you don't like things for the sake of the interests of others. There is such a thing as changing for the better. Like working on yourself. But that's not the same as suddenly not watching your favorite shows anymore, or forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do for the sake of the appeal of other people. It's like, there was a really good Mika Kissy video, Tessa Violet video, years ago, and I remember it really well, and it was, she was talking about how there was a boy she liked in high school or whatever, and he said he liked the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and so she said that she liked the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then she was like, as a result, she didn't really. As a result, they would always listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. She was just trying to impress this boy. But the thing is, in that situation, ultimately, they don't like you for you, they like you for who you are pretending to be. And that's not good. You don't want that, right? So it's about that. There's a difference between that and self-improvement. Those are different things. Of course there are compromises you have to make with people, but it's not the same as, you know. And you know, you can try what your friends like, and you can, you know, shared interests and like learning about new things. That is different to pushing parts of yourself down for the comfort of others. Changing yourself, yeah. If you're changing yourself, it should be for you rather than to impress other people or whatever. You know. You can compromise, but don't compromise yourself. Oh, that's good. That's good. Do you think people who are evil recognize what they do is evil? Ooh. This is something I mentioned in my upcoming video, actually. I'm making a video right now about hate and hate comments and stuff like that. What you need to remember about everyone ever is no one is entirely good or bad. There are good people who do bad things, and there are bad people who do good things. It works both ways. So, like, if you are, if you're trying your hardest but then something goes wrong, that doesn't mean you're suddenly a bad person. And in the same vein, if someone is like a horrible, horrible person, but they do one good thing, it doesn't mean that they didn't do the horrible, horrible things. You know, it's about, you need to give yourself compassion for the things you cannot control, or the things in your past that you have changed. You know, people make mistakes, and no one is the same person they were 5 years ago or whatever. You know, we're growing and changing. Someone said something interesting. How do you feel about having a crush on your friend, but know they can't love you because of sexual orientation? Oh, that's really interesting. Pure randomness, I'm gonna let you in on something. Have you ever heard She by Dodie? It is an iconic song in the gay community. It's a very good song. She sings about this crush she has on a female friend, but the female friend is in fact straight. You know, she describes it like it's this beautiful sort of mess. She describes it as like, you know, oh, she smells like this and she tastes like this and she's wonderful, but to her I taste of nothing at all. This isn't based off my life. Oh, it was just a random thought. Okay, fair enough. What would I do? Well, there's nothing you can do. You can't change someone's sexual orientation, and you can't change yours. In that kind of situation, what you've got to do is just try your best to move on. Behind me, there's nothing behind me. Is Makel behind me? I don't believe so. You can let them know. Yeah, I mean, that is an option. It depends on the dynamic of the friendship, right? Sometimes it might be beneficial to discuss your feelings with said person, to be like, hey, to be honest, I'm having feelings. I've got feelings for you right now. I understand it's not an attainable thing. I just need you to know that this is something I'm going through. Maybe, for some people that might mean making some distance. Being like, I just need to have a little bit of distance. It hurts to see you every day right now, you know, something like that. But ultimately, if you can't, you know, and that goes for not only just for people with a differing sexual orientation, but if someone doesn't like you back, you can't change their mind necessarily. You can't change their mind. So it's about what can you do to... Oh my god, I've been talking so much, my throat is so dry. I don't want to have a coughing fit. My eyes are watering up because my throat is so... What was I saying? Yeah, if someone doesn't like you back, or they are unattainable because they are already in a relationship, or because their sexual orientation is not aligned that way, or, you know, whatever, for whatever reason it is not going to happen. I think in that situation, it's just about trying to deal with said situation. It's about giving yourself some distance so that you're not torturing yourself by seeing them every day, or like seeing them so often. Maybe limiting yourself on social media, not only in the sense of not intentionally seeking out their posts, but if you're posting stuff for the sake of them seeing it and reacting, winding that back as well. There's a lot of good advice about getting over crushes and cutting ties online. There is plenty of it because everyone has been there. Maybe no, sorry, that's too much of a blanket statement. A lot of people have been there. There are people who haven't been there and people who won't be there, and that's also completely fine. It's normal for both. There are a lot of aromantic and asexual people who will be like, I haven't been there. That's fine. But for a lot of people, that's a quite a common experience to have had an unreciprocated love interest. And there is plenty of advice, and there's plenty of people who've been in the same spot. Music is beautiful because a lot of people have written about this. As I said, She by Dodie is a really good one. Heather by Conan Gray, also classic. Dodie, I love Dodie so much. Another Dodie one is, I think the song's called Don't Wanna Know, but it's a song about sort of like letting feelings, trying to intentionally let feelings die. I can't remember the lyrics off the top of my head. But it's something like the chorus goes something like, I don't want to know where you are, I don't want to know what you're doing, I'm getting good at enjoying the dark, why would I look if it tears me apart? It's about intentionally distancing yourself so you're not torturing yourself. And ultimately that will hopefully let it fizzle out if it's not an attainable thing. I saw something I wanted to reply to. What's a romantic hyperfixation? Did someone say that? Here's another thing. That's another thing I was thinking about, though. As I said at the start of the stream, I was sitting in this with my thoughts for several hours. And I remember seeing a text post ages ago about people being like, if all of your crushes you've ever had were in the same room with each other, do you think they'd figure out the common reason they were there? If all of the crushes you've ever had if they were all put in a room together and they didn't know why they were there, would you think they'd figure it out? Which is something I think about every now and again. But then I thought about it in a different light, and that there is something that can happen is confusing feelings, confusing what you feel. Notably, I guess in neurodivergent people, it's like, is this a crush, or is it a hyperfixation on a person? Do I have a crush, or am I just do I really think this person's really cool? And I was thinking about that because I was thinking about, like, if all of the people I've ever had a crush on were in the same room, would they figure it out? But then I'd be like, then I was like, shit, I don't know if some of the people, I don't know if some of the people that maybe, who would be in that room, would all of, like, I don't, for some people, like, some people in my past that were they crushes? Were they hyperfixations the other way around? Were they crushes? Were they not crushes? And would they all go in the room anyway? How common is a hyperfixation on a person? I think it's quite common in... Well, I say quite common. It's like something that happens especially in neurodivergent people. It's definitely happened to me before. And I think in both ways. Like, I thought I've had crushes and it's hyperfixations, and I thought I've had hyperfixations but they're actually crushes, or, you know, whatever. And it's something like... as I was saying, I would call myself queer, but, like, for the most part, I've not really had... Like, most of the crushes I've ever had have been on boys and masculine-leaning people. But, like, I remember there was a girl when I was in year 7. Like, I think I had a hyperfixation on her. But it might have been a crush that I wasn't able to admit that it was, because it was 2012 and it was a bit... That's, like... like, being gay in 2012 was, like, fine, but, like, it certainly wasn't as socially acceptable as it was now, especially if you were 12. Like, you would have been bullied for that kind of thing. Like, I don't remember... I think I can't tell... like, she was, like... I think that's how I got to that point. I was like, would she be in that room? If I had all the people who I have ever had a crush on in one room, would she be in there? Because I don't remember, and I don't know, because that was like 12 years ago. You know? I think it's a really interesting thing to think about. I've only ever had a crush once in my life. How often people have crushes is a very variable thing. I've had so many crushes in my life. Do I think they'd figure it out? If all my crushes were in the same room as each other, all the crushes I've ever had were in the same room as each other, would they figure it out? I think they would. I think they would figure it out. Because... Well, I guess, like, boyfriends I've had would recognize each other as my previous boyfriends. And then, like, I think that would be a pretty good starting point. And that's not even like proper boyfriends as much as well as like the month relationship I had when I was 12. You know? So, like, I think they'd figure it out. And there'll be a lot of them there, because when I was 13 I was having crushes on everybody, man. What do you say about me, man? I feel so unattached from the ADHD community, even though I got diagnosed twice. I literally had one hyperfixation on one thing ever, and barely experienced problems others experience. Mayman, are you still here? Because I completely get what you mean, and I do feel that in multiple ways. Especially as someone who's late diagnosed. Do fictional crushes count? Because if they do, I don't think they make rooms big enough. That's so real. Mayman, I feel you. As a late diagnosed person especially. There are things that people I know who have ADHD struggle with that I haven't struggled with. A lot of things that are common in other people that I don't have. It's the thing, it's like these are spectral disorders, right? These are things that not everyone is the same, and it's really important to remember that. Not everybody is the same. Elastigirl? My god. Elastigirl. That's so funny. I mean... I don't really get how people have fictional crushes. It's just a picture on the screen. I saw a video recently that was really good. I can't remember who it was by. I don't remember her name, but the video was called "Crushes Are Just a Lack of Information." Here's the thing, people get crushes on people that they barely know. Some people will, like, see someone across the room, like, they'll be like someone in their class who they've never spoken to, and they'll have a crush on them. It's different, like, different people will have different levels of what it takes for them to have a crush, and that's based on, like, well, you could call it just being human. Some people might call it something maybe relating to demisexuality, but then again, demisexuality isn't romantic. It isn't related to romantic attraction, so I don't know. Don't you get fictional crushes? I don't know. What about, like, fictional crushes, obviously they aren't real people, but then, like, what about real people? Like, celebrities. And there's, like, well, people throw around the term celebrity crush a lot. It's, I guess, people they are attracted to, but, like, what about, like, genuine, like, oh man, this celebrity makes me feel a certain way. Like in a romantic way, like, I would, like, you know, like, that happen. These are things that people happen to people, right? Dude, I've had really weird dreams about celebrities before. And it's, like, not even people that I, like, had ever thought about. Like, not even, like, people that I'd looked at and been like, oh, that's an attractive person. It's like, why am I smooching? Why am I smooching a celebrity in my dream? I don't even, like, know about this celebrity. Why are they here? You don't get celebrity crushes? Interesting. I haven't really either. I have here and there. As a real person, weird. You can't help people can't help how they feel. That suggests that a crush is a choice. Having a crush isn't necessarily a choice. I think there's a difference between having a bit of a celebrity crush and versus, like, that's different to doing something like writing fan fiction about real people. Like, that's kind of fucked. It's weird to sexualize and, you know, do things like write fan fiction, like, sexual, write a, you know, it's weird to be sexual, like, and ship people, like, real people, right? That's, like, we don't ship real people, we don't, that's the thing, you don't sexualize real people, you don't ship real people, you don't say that people are queer baiting, because these aren't things that happen to real people, these are fictional character things. But to find someone attractive, that's out of your control. You don't choose to find someone attractive. You don't choose to have a crush on someone, it's what you do about it that makes it weird. Character AI is fucked. There is character AI of me, and it is sexual. And I didn't make it, someone else did. But it exists, and it was made for a sexual purpose. Which is interesting, and not something I have consented to. Freaky brain hurts. I'm not even kidding. I discovered it on stream. I'm not gonna show it on stream again because it like, whatever you say to it, it's inappropriate. First rule 34 of AOE. It was not the first rule 34 of AOE. Don't look it up. To be fair, I don't know how much of it exists and how, like, a lot of it has been taken down, I think. But yeah, don't you shouldn't sexualize real people. Really, I don't know why I said really. Don't make sexual art of real people that haven't consented. You know, these are real people with real lives. My face is literally that Sackboy frowning and turning meme. Me as hell. Yeah, if it's with consent, that's fine. Yeah, you shouldn't do things like that without their consent. A lot of creators will be fine with you writing fan fiction if you know, fan fiction in itself is fine, but if it's you know, you shouldn't sexualize people without their consent, really. It's weird to think it's okay to sexualize characters as much as you want just because they aren't real. I think with make-believe characters, it's not like you're hurting anyone's feelings. So I don't know. It's not like it poses any risk or detriment to someone because it's not a real thing. Oh, hi, Ala. If it's from an IP for kids, I mean, if the characters are children, that's definitely weird. But if it's being posted on a place where children cannot access or will not find it, then that's a bit different. I don't know. Ala's on Twitch now, Selby. Do you ever blame your brain for fantasizing about real people? That's a complicated one. That's a complicated one. Because again, like, if it's not hurting anybody, I think it's different for it to exist. Like, if it just exists in your head, that's different to it being on paper. Or I've just got another bet. I just got another email. This is a third invitation for a BetterHelp sponsorship. No, I'm not doing it. Sorry, that caught me off guard. A third one? Oh no, this was a fake email. That was a scam email. It's fine. Better help, more like better not. No, yeah, that was a scam email. You get scam sponsorships emails when you are a creator. Hi everyone, came from YouTube. Hello, Egg Mama. Dear Sir. Yeah, the fake email begins with Dear Sir, so that's how you know it's definitely real. BetterHelp asks me to send them good YouTube channels for their Q4 campaign, and I really think that you channel is a good fit for them. Thank you, Laura from influencerconnections.bids, but I won't be taking up your scam offer. Thanks, though, actually. I appreciate it. Yes, another. Oh, you were testing it, okay. Mr. Brain Hurts. There's, there was someone I would email with, a company I was emailing with, that repeatedly kept on calling me Brian for some reason. I think they would, like, I would, like, end my emails with my name, and they call me Brian. Because I guess they're reading Owie Brain Hurts and thinking I'm called Brian, but it's like, I finished my email with Joe. Why are you calling me Brian? Who's Brian? And, like, he'd do it again and again and again. Like, the email thread was like, Dear Brian, from name. And I'd be like, Dear name, from Joe. Dear Brian. Brian from Family Guy. Yeah, it's yeah. I'm Brian from Family Guy. Oh, does anyone ever see the fan art of, like, the ship between Brian from Family Guy and SpongeBob? Because I do, and I saw one earlier where SpongeBob had stolen a baby from a hospital, and they, I don't know, it was put in a not gravity, it might have been a Gravity Falls bag. I don't know. It was put in some sort of, it was like a weird crossover event of, like, all these different comics. And to be fair, I think it's very funny. I want to see Brian and SpongeBob in a relationship. That's funny to me. The homemade comics, yeah. But I saw one earlier where, like, SpongeBob had stolen a baby from the hospital, and it was like, oh, okay, that's happening now, apparently. Apparently that's oh, we're doing squares now. We're doing circles now. I was about to find it. I don't remember what the name is. Yeah, it came up on my TikTok. I was like, oh, okay, that's what I'm reading now. Oh, talking about TikTok comics, my god, I am obsessed with TikTok comic artists. I've been following 2 Stardew Valley comic creators, both of whom are, like, not necessarily self-shipping. They have their OCs, their OC farmers who are dating Harvey. I'm like, I actively like check to see if they've uploaded. I want to know what's going on. One of which is cringe fail farmer. Their username is Clarizin. I'm just gonna type it in the YouTube chat and you'll see it on Twitch. We'll see it on the screen in a sec. There it is. That's the TikTok name, username. I've been following her comics about her and Harvey in Stardew Valley for a while. And then the other one... Shit, what's her name? What's their name? You love Clarizin? Oh, dude, I like actively like check their account. I'm like, have they uploaded anything else? Have they uploaded anything else? I need to see what's happening after yeah. Oh shit, what's the name of the other person? There's another comic artist who does the same thing, again with Harvey from Stardew Valley. Shit, what's her name? Dory. It's KC. I'm talking about TikTok comics. KC. These are two comic artists on TikTok who make Stardew Valley comics, and I eat them up. Num 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 num. I eat them up. I love them. Both of whom have comics about dating Harvey from like their farmer dating Harvey from Stardew Valley, and they're really good. They're really good. Both of them are on TikTok. Who is Harvey? He's a character in Stardew Valley. He is a doctor. With Casey's one, she sort of focuses on the romance with Harvey, and in her sort of headcanon, he's not able to be in a relationship with the farmer because of professionalism. In Claricin's one is more, I think it's more like, I don't know if they've, you know, the farmer and the Harvey are both very nervous, and I think I don't know if they're I think they're out with their relationship. But yeah, they're very good. They're very good. Is Stardew worth playing? I say yes. And a lot of people will say that they played it and they didn't get into it. And I didn't at first either, but the second time I played it, I really got into it. And that's the same that happened to my friend Ted as well. The first time he played it, he didn't get into it. I was like, you need to try it again, and he did, and he loved it. It's often the case is because it's a bit of an overwhelming thing to begin with. Or you start playing and it just doesn't get the ball rolling. Save isn't very interesting or whatever. If you don't like it the first time, give it 6 months to a year and try it again. It's very good. It's a very good game. And it's a really fun thing to have a combination of simulation and dating sim and farming and sandbox and all of those things. Celeste, I haven't played Celeste, but I hear it's good. Howie, I'm trans femme and I want to be a programmer, and I hike. What is a stereotype again? You! You are the stereotype, I believe. Do you have a blahage? If you don't, you need to buy one. Celeste is fun. It destroyed my finger. Oh. Linux. Are you a Linux user? Pure randomness. Do you like Linux? Aoi, have you found, in retrospect of your autism diagnosis, that certain interests that you had were actually special interests or hyperfixations? The first thing I want to say about that is I feel like I'm confused between the difference between special interests and hyperfixations. I feel like I never quite know what to put one into the boat of. The second thing is I feel like I worry about if how much do I have to like something for it to be a special interest. These special interests, like capital letters special interest for me, is The Sims 2, and it's not like I know everything about it, which is makes me can I qualify it as a special interest? I don't know everything about it, but the reason I call it a special interest is because I've been playing it since I was 7, and I continue to play it. And the other Sims games aren't. I don't want to play them because I've got The Sims 2. And I've been playing that since 2007. So I think that counts as a special interest. That is like the most special interest of special interests for me. And then aside from that, I don't really know how to compare special interests and hyperfixations. Hyperfixations, what I'm calling them? Don't list every line of code in The Sims 2 and I donate 1p. Hyperfixations are more short-term, I believe. What's my opinion on Ultrakill? Ultrakill seems cool. I haven't played it because I've got no hand-eye coordination. I'm so clumsy. I wouldn't be very good at it. So, yeah. It's so fun. I know people who love it. And I've seen a lot of gameplay of it. I'd be so shit at it. I can't even tell you how shit at it I'd be. I'd be so bad at it. Doo-doo. I've probably spent thousands and thousands of hours in The Sims 2. Same in Minecraft. But I wouldn't call Minecraft a special interest. I don't know. Is that a weed plant in the background? This is a Schefflera. A Schefflera. Do I partake in any substances? I do not. Personally. I have nothing against anyone who does. It's just my own personal choice. Came over to Twitch for the first time in 3 years just to say that I unlocked a new facial expression from hearing, have you seen that fan art of SpongeBob and Stewie from Family Guy? Brian from Family Guy! Get it right, Monkfish! Yes, they're a couple. And they're very much so in love. And doing terrible things together, like stealing babies from hospitals, apparently. Had to do account recovery and everything. That's so funny. That's so funny. Is that a weed? This is a Schefflera. I can't remember if is it Schefflera or Schefflera? I don't know. What do I mean? I don't smoke weed. I genuinely I've never tried it. I'm not opposed to it necessarily. I just haven't. Well, it's not legal here, but that doesn't stop anyone. Don't do drugs, kids. No, that's my facial expression. You shouldn't do them. On that note, I haven't done them, but I don't think. I probably shouldn't talk about them on stream. Hey Lois, our dog is dating a sponge. Yeah. Yep. That was a terrible Peter Griffin impression. Boom. I mean, like, yeah, I'm nothing. Ooh, what does Cyberpunk do? Someone will claim it at some point and you'll see. Thoughts on dihydrogen monoxide? Yuck! Who would ever engage in dihydrogen monoxide? When will I visit Morocco? I can't say I have any plans right now to visit Morocco. I need 4 points, then I can claim it. Am I a Smash player? I'm not a Smash player for the same reason I'm not an Ultrakill player. I'm too clumsy. I don't know, I can't coordinate for the life of me. Also, there's so much to learn with Smash. I don't know the combos. I can't do that shit. Hello. It is the Cyberpunk meme. Alla, look up Cyberpunk meme on YouTube, and it's basically that. What should we talk about? Someone give us something to talk about. What are we gonna yap about? Bum bum ba dum bum bum. Ask me a question, or you know, something. Dreams? I have wacky fucking dreams, man. Like I've had times where I've had dreams where I have like, you know, I get like people, like real life people show up in my dreams a lot. And then celebrities and stuff show up in my dreams as well. It's always weird to have a dream about someone, a real person. Um, any recurring things in your dreams? I have so much recurring things. Yes. Some people have like the exact same dream every time. I don't have that. My recurring theme I have, it's not every time, but I'll have this will happen like once every few months, and it has done for years. It varies, but the core principle is I'm studying for a thing. Oftentimes it's something like art. I'm studying for art A-level. I didn't do art A-level, which is why it's weird that I keep on getting this. I'm studying for art A-level, but it's nearly the deadline and I haven't got anything done. Or there's an exam coming up and I haven't done any revision for it because I haven't been at the classes or I didn't know they were happening or something like that. That, in various forms, is a recurring theme and it stresses me out every time. Yeah, that's one of my recurring ones. I've had some crazy fucking dreams, and as I said, it's weird when they're about real people. I used to like, when I was in a relationship, I'd end up being like, I had this dream about this celebrity, and I kissed this celebrity. I felt like I had to confess. It was like I'd fucking cheated or something. Like this, like fucking. I just had this dream with this celebrity, and I woke up in bed next to the celebrity in my dream, and I need to tell you about it to clear my conscience. Fucked up. Why is my subconscious doing that? And it's not even like people I would think who were attractive. It would just be like this, like a YouTuber or something. It's fucked up. I remember one time I'd said, I was like, I had this dream about this person. And they were like, oh man, that's not even like a very attractive person. I was like, I know! What the fuck? Boom, 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 boom. Do I make enough money from YouTube to support my life? Yes and no. It kind of depends. In terms of how expensive it is to live around here, I mean, I physically, if the thing YouTube is inconsistent, right? The amount of money I earn every month changes, and it depends on if I have sponsorships or not. If I were to consistently have sponsorships, I'd be a lot better off. But and I have got, you know, that's fine for a few months, but like, I don't know what's going to be happening in 6 months' time. I don't know how much money I'm going to be making. I could be out of a job. What if you all stop watching? I don't know. It's a very funny thing. Also, like, I don't know how. I mean, I currently live at home, as many people my age do, because shit's fucking expensive. But like, I don't know if I were to rent, if all the landlords would be like, I don't want your unstable income. You're not employed. You're self-employed, and it's variable. We don't trust that. Would they be okay? No way I live at home. Yes way. Yes way. But this is quite common culture over here, to be honest. To be fair, like a lot of the people I'm friends with who I went to school with, who are like my age, we live at home. All of us live at home still. Oh, I see. Okay, you're taking the piss out of my wording. I see. I live with my parents still. And it's kind of like a lot of, like, there's a bunch of people my age who don't. There's a bunch of people my age who do. Especially in this area. I live in an expensive area. I'm in the south of England. It's not cheap. I like the room. You like my room behind me? Thank you so much. Welcome in. You got a new piano today? Ooh, that's exciting. Oh, I'd like to fix my keyboard. I need to get some more gas for the soldering iron so I can try and figure out how to fix my keyboard. How much would rent be in the south of England? Let me pull up a figure. Let me like put in like a random location in the south of England. In fact, how about I give you a theoretical rent price in Brighton, because a lot of content creators live in Brighton. So Brighton is a city in the south of the UK. It's on the coast. It's a big content creator hub. A lot of content creators live there or have lived there. PewDiePie's lived there. Jacksepticeye's lived there. If I look up Brighton for rent now, and I'm gonna put within 1 mile of Brighton, and I'm gonna say let's do a minimum of 1 bedroom, and I'm gonna turn off house shares as student accommodation. And I'm going to tell you the cheapest place I can get. The cheapest place I can get, and bear in mind this would be competitive, like other people would be going for this and I wouldn't necessarily get it. There is a 1-bed place, a 1-bed, 1-bath for £795 a month. And that's, all things considered, cheap. And it's very small. It's basically a bedroom with a kitchen in it and then a bathroom attached. It is small. In fact, maybe it will give me the square footage. Daytown is expensive. It's expensive. Everyone wants to live there. Okay. It's giving me like the fucking where it is. I want to see the floor plan. Give me the. It's giving me like a breakdown of. You know what? It even lists as no bedrooms. It's just. It's literally. Okay. It's okay. That really is not. Oh, it's a virtual tour. Let me show you this place, right? It's £795 a month. So that's what, like... Oh. Sorry, I thought it was going to give me a tour. It's just it's not, actually. Okay. I will screen share it. This is £795 a month. Can someone tell me what that is in US dollars? £795 to US dollars. Someone tell me. Okay. I'm just gonna trim that down. This is like the cheapest thing on Rightmove. It's for 1,000 US dollars a month. It's just this room and the bathroom attached. $1,000 a month for this. Now, sorry, I accidentally pinned a message again. I don't live here. For clarity, I don't live in Brighton. I would like to, but this is kind of why I'm not. Because having this much space for £800 a month is criminal and terrifying. Look at how gorgeous that is. Okay, the next best one. For a 1-bedroom, which hopefully actually has like a separate bedroom this time. How cute is that with the little bike outside? Very nice. And the fly sleeping, whatever. Little kitchen. Horrible. Is that carpet or not? I don't know. Oh, those are all the pictures. Great. Like £950 a month. That's nearly £1,000 a month. Do you see the prices in New York City? The New York City prices are like the London prices. It's bad. New York City prices are insane. Well, the New York City prices are probably worse than London prices. You should go north instead. North is cheaper. But I live, like, my family are in the south, so I don't really want to go very far from the south. I think, you know, oh. Look at that, it looks very funky. That's quite nice. This is quite nice. Is there a separate bedroom for this one? Oh, maybe no. It's so expensive, man. So a lot of people will get like a 2-bed place and share it, probably, right? Oh, this one's bills included. Hold on. Is this just for students? Oh, okay, no, it's not just for students. So 1,100 a month. You could get this place. There's even a video. Wait, that's different. Oh, there's multiple flats? Oh, so that's not the same. It's multiple flats on offer here. That's why the pictures are different. But like, yeah, most people share. Like, will have to house share because they can't afford it. It's so expensive though. It's very expensive to live in the south. This is notably a very expensive place, like more expensive than where I am. Look at this cute little outdoor place. And I think if I were to move, I would I'd like to be closer to Brighton. Maybe I'd live outside of Brighton, or maybe I'd just go somewhere else. I don't know. Ooh. It's very cute. That's very cute. That's very cute. Anyway. Yeah, it's The UK is expensive. The south is noticeably expensive. The north of London can be a lot cheaper. It depends if you're near to a city or not. Like in contrast, I've got a friend who lives somewhere else in the country, and she pays the same amount for that, like for like one of these places. She's got like a 3-bed house, like a big house as well. I say big house, a house. So yeah, it depends on where you are in the country. I don't particularly want to move very far from home, so it's like, oh shit, what do I do? Can I recommend UK for political asylum from Russia? I mean, surely anywhere is better. Not anywhere, but like a lot of places are better. Not like, it doesn't specifically have to be the UK, right? Because it's just, if it's better, it's better. I'm moving to a flat next to an HS2 track that was abandoned and is hella cheap. You get tea in the UK, so it's obviously better. Tea exists elsewhere as well, though. Remember, you can import tea. You can buy tea in other places, and we technically stole the tea. I think I found your very real twin in Canada. Oh, really? We'll be unable to sleep, but I like trains. I think I wouldn't mind living near a train track. My ex, he used to live near a train. What did I imagine that? Did the light turn off there? My nose is itchy. I like listening to the trains when my ex lived near a train place. Near a train track. It's quite soothing. I used to live directly under a flight path. I guess you must get used to it though, right? Next to a fire station? See, that's what you don't want. You don't want to live next to a hospital or next to a fire station or somewhere where there's a lot of sirens. That would be annoying. I think I could live next to a train station, a train track or a train station, and I could live near an airport. But my god, I think next to a... What is going on with my hair, man? I think next to a, What am I doing? I feel like something's wrong with my hair. I can't figure out what it is. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live near sirens. That would be really annoying. Germany seems really cool to live in, but you don't have to speak fluent German depending on where you live. But like, I'd feel so rude if I lived somewhere where I didn't speak the language very well. What's my hair care routine? I shampoo it and I condition it. And then I don't tend to do anything else to it because I'm quite lucky in that my hair texture sort of naturally does this. I have naturally wavy hair that means that I don't have to style it. So, but if you didn't have hair, like if you had like straight hair that wouldn't do this, you'd probably want to get a round brush and blow it out. I feel like something's wrong with my hair. Maybe I should just switch my headphones over so that I stop squishing it. Or maybe I'm just being too self-critical. I best need to like tuck the hair away. My hair is curly. It's like living on hard mode. It's funny because my hair's sort of like, I feel like it's got less curly in recent years, which is weird. Like my hair, especially when it gets like damp or whatever, it used to curl up loads. And it doesn't really do that anymore. Which I understand there's something to be said about like curl patterns and like you know, if you straighten your hair a lot or you know don't let it dry right, then it doesn't really do the same thing. But no, I do appreciate the struggle of curly hair. appreciate it. I mean, like, I'm not really, I haven't really been there, done that, like, Mr. World, was it Mr. Worldwide? Who is it that's been there, done that? I've been there, done that. But I have been there, done that for the things like, if you brush curly hair, you don't brush curly hair. Because, well, like, if you know, otherwise it frizzes out. 4C hair is a part-time job. I completely imagine it must be. It must, I mean, like, because I don't have any, you know, if I want to go to bed, or if I want to get my hair wet, it, like, is not really a big deal, but some people have to, like, deal with things like protective hairstyles and protecting their hair. That sounds exhausting. That's like, that's annoying. That's like, must be an annoying thing to have to consider in your routine. I think, very... Figured it out. What's the word? What was I talking about? I was talking about hair. What was I saying? I was saying something about curly hair. I don't remember what I was saying about my hair. But not about my hair. Let's go. I made her lose her train of thought. I was about to say, I'm medicated ADHD. My new ADHD medication has arrived and I have not tried it yet. I'll probably take the first one tomorrow. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but hopefully it does something good for me. Hair being a part-time job. Yeah, like having very curly hair, it seems like it's hard. But yeah, protective hairstyles. People who have very curly hair, like sort of like I can't remember. Is it A or C where it's really curly? I think it's C. Like 3C hair and above. It must be hard to maintain and look after it. It must be, you know, to have to think so much about your hair. It must be annoying to have to consider it. Like if I want to just, like, you know, go swimming or something, I don't have to think about my hair. But some people, you know, if your hair takes a long time to dry, or it's styled in a certain way, or like people who have things like who get their hair straightened will have like perms or things like that. I don't know how I don't know much about things like braids and when like I don't know the right word for it. I don't know, like I'm lucky that I don't have to think about my hair very much. But a lot of people do, and I you know, I guess if you've always had that, then you always have to, you know, there's no different. But like, can you imagine? Like, I say, can you imagine? There's gonna be people here who do this, but like, you know, if when I go to bed, I clean my teeth, I brush my teeth, and I take my medication, and I go to bed. But like some people, you know, you got to do things like wrap your hair up, otherwise it like fucks up your braids and stuff. That must be hard. And expensive. The amount of time it takes to braid hair it takes hours. I often get, I say often, I've seen a lot of videos about hair braiding. I think it's fascinating. And like, you know, it takes hours. Hours. I think it's really interesting though. And I think it's so pretty what people can do with their hair. I recently saw a video. It was someone who had very curly hair. It would have been one of the level 4 hairs, like afro hair. And she sort of took her hair and she pointed it in like a star shape. She sort of shaped it into a star and then put on this headpiece, and it looked incredible. It's like, oh my god, you can shape your hair into a star? Oh my god, that's so cool! I can't shape my hair into a star. God damn it. You saw that? It's so pretty. It was so cool. I made me think, oh, how do I do that? Like, I was like, oh, I guess I could, like, I don't know. So cool. It's like cartoon hair. It is, but it was beautiful. It was so cool. Hair gel. I think I'd look crazy. But no, it's beautiful. How hard it is to get it ruined. I'm not surprised. There's a lot of, yeah. Like, you know, like, cause like, I see things about like hair porosity, and it's interesting to see how some people's hair really absorbs water and how other people's hair doesn't. It's crazy how much hair varies between people, considering we're all humans, you know? Do you like to read, and how do you feel about reading dark topics? I don't like reading, and I wish I was someone who did. I took a photo of my cousin. Where the fuck is my phone? Oh, it's... I don't know where I put my phone. It's gone forever as far as I'm concerned. But I took a photo of my cousin because I was sat last night getting some work done. I was sat at her kitchen table doing some owie stuff, and she had set herself up on the sofa, and she had got herself, for her birthday, she got a gift of a tea set for one, like a little teapot and one teacup and a little thing of milk. And so she'd set that up at the sofa, and she'd cut herself she cut herself 2 halves of 2 donuts. Like, she had like 1 half of one donut and 1 half of another. And she'd put that on a little plate, and she lit a candle, and she sat down on the sofa with a book. With a new book. And it was just looked so luxurious. She had her little dog there. So she had her fresh tea, her fresh piping teapot, her comfy sofa, candle burning, cute dog. And I took a photo of it while she wasn't looking, because I was like, damn, that looks awesome. Because I don't really enjoy reading. I have a Taylor Swift biography there. Is it a biography? It's a biography when someone else writes it, right? Taylor Swift has not written it. Someone else wrote it about Taylor Swift. I'm maybe 20-30 pages into that. And I've done it in little bursts, maybe before I've gone to bed. But generally speaking, I don't really enjoy reading, and I never really have. And I blame, for a long time I blamed school for it. It felt like, because I had to read when I was at school, that it felt like a chore, and therefore I didn't like it. Why isn't the text in the corner not in order of who texted first? It goes from the bottom up. It goes up like that. But then, I think it's just for me, it's my ADHD, and not everyone with ADHD feels this way. Not everyone with ADHD doesn't like reading. There are plenty of people with ADHD who do like reading. For me, it's not an interesting enough of a task. And again, this is not specifically an ADHD thing as much as I think it is because of my ADHD, but I don't tend to watch things like movies or TV very much either, because I don't find it stimulating enough. I'm more of a hands-on person. I've played I play video games, and I make things with my hands. But I wish I was her. I wish I could get a book and be all over it. I get tempted to ask for book recommendations, because she started reading A Court of Thorn and Roses. Someone will tell me. Roses, court of something, I've heard Brittany Broski talk about it. Now, I don't really like the idea of reading fantasy. It seems a bit complicated. I'd rather read something in the modern day, I think. A Court of Thorns and Roses, thank you, that's the one. I like the idea of reading a romance book. I like the idea, I want to hit me up with some slow burn romance books. I kind of want to read one. Her one seemed kind of complicated with the fantasy and stuff, but I like the idea of a slow burn romance book. And I will take fan fictions as suggestions as well. I like the idea of reading something like that. But why romance? I don't know. I fancy a slow burn. I wanna enjoy a slow burn. The alternative is someone slow burns me in real life. I'm not looking for that really right now. I need it in a book. I need to read someone else's romance. Slow burn romance. Friends to lovers. Enemies to lovers. I don't care. Actually, maybe I do care. I don't know. I read David Mitchell's book last year. Was it good? I never read a romance before. I don't think I have either. I don't know. I read, the closest I've got, I read Looking for Alaska, like, ages ago. And that was kind of romancy. Maybe I should read more John Green. And I understand it's young adult fiction, so I'm not necessarily the target audience, but I know it will be very palatable for me to read. John Green books. I read The Fault in Our Stars. I think I read that more than once, actually. John Green books. Because, like, John Green would give me a nice slow burn romance, probably. I don't know. But, like, is it gonna make me... If it's gonna make me cry, then I don't know if I wanna... The Fault in Our Stars and Looking for Alaska are both sad. But, like, a book like that, I'd be quite interested in reading. And, like, or, like, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Which I have seen the movie of, so I don't really need to read the book. Well, I could read the book. But, like, something like that. Something that is, like, easy enough to read. Do I give Twilight a go? I tried to read Twilight like 10 years ago and I didn't really get into it. But if it's like complicated and I don't really want to read fantasy because I don't know. How to Stop Time by Matt Haig is kind of a romance. Interesting. Maybe I should read. I thought Heartstopper was a comic, but apparently it seems like it might be a book. Is it a comic and a book? Graphic novels. I thought there was... Wait. I want to see the inside of Heartstopper. Can you show me, like, the inside of the Heartstopper? Is it, like, a combination of, like, text and, like, graphic novel? I'm confused. Because, like, I imagined it like a manga, right? But I don't know the difference between a manga and a graphic novel. Is it just like, one of them is Japanese and one of them isn't? I've never seen Heartstopper. Is it good? It is good. I didn't like How to Stop Time. I thought the writing was dull. Interesting. I mean, I'm open to the idea of trying reading more. I don't want to spend money on a book, and I also can't be able to find a book. I can't be bothered. I need a book handed to me. I mean, my cousin will probably have recommendations. I haven't specifically asked her. I don't know. His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman is one of the only book series I've read and really enjoyed. What's that about? I should read Babel. What's that? You can check your local library's website. Oh, it's like so many steps. Have I ever played Terraria? I have. Beep, 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 beep. Ba 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 ba. Bam 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 ba. Beep 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 beep. Yeah, I want like a slow burn romance. That would scratch my brain right now, I think. Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. Beep boo. I should need to stop fucking opening Twitter. Why am I opening Twitter? I have never got farther than the wall of flesh in Terraria. And I've got like over like 300 hours in it, so that's kind of fucked up. You only read Diary of a Wimpy Kid? I think I've read Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Well, I read one of the books. Just Google your local library. But then I have to find a book. That's graphic novels are originally from the West, manga are from the East. The simplest explanation. Graphic styles differ greatly, and format and reading directions are also different. Okay, yeah. So it is in essence, yeah. It's just yeah. That, yeah. In my head, that was clear, but obviously it didn't. Yeah. I get you. Transsexual computer fairy. In here with the crazy YouTube emote. GCSE English killed reading for me. Yes, I feel similarly. I mean, I didn't really like it very much before that. I don't like... we were made to read. It killed a lot of the joy of it for me. And I haven't recovered that. But at the same time, I don't think I ever really loved reading to begin with. But But I don't know, I could do with some story. I could do with some whimsy. I was saying this one of the last times I streamed. I was like, I need like maybe like a TV show to watch that will give me some whimsy. I was saying about people suggested Over the Garden Wall. We talked about Gravity Falls and Steven Universe. Oh, thank you. Cheers. I've been delivered chocolate by my mother. I need some whimsy. Give me some whimsy. I need some whimsy in my life. Howie Mum has on top, hand delivering me chocolate. It was actually a Cadbury snowball, but thank you. It follows the coming of age of two children, Lyra Belacqua and Will Parry, as they wander through a series of parallel universes. Interesting. What book's that? I could listen to book reviews. Maybe I need to listen to more Brittany Broski, because she does that kind of thing on her podcast. Adventure Time, that was one of the other ones we were talking about. I need some whimsy. Because, like, normally I play video games, but I haven't really been feeling it recently. Yeah, unfortunately it only works on Twitch, Sparks, I'm sorry. I could do with some... I need something in my life right now. For when I don't feel like thinking, I need to just watch something. I'm watching Grey's Anatomy, but I often watch that while I'm working. It's sort of in the background, because it's kind of easy to follow along with. Movies, I'd rather watch a show than watch a movie? I don't know. I need to, you know what I really need to do? I need to fucking watch all the Studio Ghibli movies. Also, is it Ghibli or Ghibli? I never remember. I've only seen a few. I've never watched Totoro all the way through. I've seen Ponyo. I've watched Spirited Away, but I don't really remember it. I watched it, like, at school. Like, when a teacher couldn't be bothered to teach. I don't even know if we finished it. Boy and the Heron comes out on Netflix on Monday. Ooh. What's the best Studio Ghibli movie? Ghibli. I don't know how to say it. Ghibli? Okay, thank you. Mononoke. The Wind Rises is one of my favourite movies ever. Mononoke. Okay, there's multiple Mononokes. Mononoke. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, it's anime. Wait, I thought you were giving me Studio Ghibli. Follows the character of the medicine seller as he continues to face a myriad of supernatural perils. Mononoke takes place between the end of Edo period and the Meiji era of Japan, with a 4-class system, with the samurai being the highest class and merchants being in the lowest class. Interesting. Oh my god, they have a stage play about it. Oh, it's a movie. Wait, anime television series. Oh, anime film trilogy. Ah, thank you for resubbing Bucket of Milk. Oh my god, 8 months. Hello, thank you so much. It's very appreciated. Whisper of the Heart? Do I like Hollow Knight? I've never played it. Mononoke is a different series from Princess Mononoke. Oh, are they based on the same thing? Princess Mononoke. Oh, that's Studio Ghibli. Ghibli. Fuck. Are they based on the same thing? Studio Ghibli is anime. What I meant when I said that is, in my head, Studio Ghibli just did movies. In my head, anime is a series, and maybe that is not the correct term. In my head, anime is in series form. I need to play Disco Elysium. I've heard amazing things about Disco Elysium. I don't know if I have the patience to play it. I feel like my pop filter isn't lined up. Hello, Coco Spolku. Boop, boop, boop. Do I like the ENA series? I don't know what that is. Howl's Moving Castle is really simple but nice romance. Oh, it's a romance? I kind of want to watch a romance. I do enjoy romance. And what is it? Fields of Mystria or whatever? I need to play that. Someone told me there's a dating sim in that. I need a bit of romance. Have I ever played a Persona game? I know nothing about Persona. Have you got, what can you tell me about Persona? I know nothing. Tetris? Oh, you know what? I kind of fuck with Tetris. I do like a bit of Tetris. But like, I like Tetris 99. Oh, I should play that, but I bought a month of Nintendo of Switch Online to play Mario Kart a little while back. I should use that and play Tetris 99. Ooh. Okay, here's the thing. I've got a capture card, but I haven't used it on stream in ages because there was like a slight delay on input, which meant it was really hard to play games on stream. Ah, Pigo! Hi! Pigo, I will, is it okay if I, add you on Discord? I'd love to message you. You've got your Discord linked, I think. Or can you Pigo, can you give me a Discord username? I'd give you mine, but I think I've got invite requests turned off. Mum, are you in the chat right now? The Pigo. Brilliant. Thank you. Found you on YouTube Shorts. Love your content. Thank you so much for coming all the way from YouTube Shorts over here. Over the Twitch. Actually, no, in my head you said TikTok. I was saying TikTok's a long trek. But either way, still, thank you very much for coming and saying hi. Hey, look in the chat, Mum. Teehee. Okay, hold on. You want to yap too? My name is Totoro. I've heard Totoro is like one I've known about for a long time. I've never watched it. Everybody say hi, owie mum hurts. I've been live for 2.5 hours. Beautiful. Beautiful. I hate ASMR. It's way too overstimulating for me. It depends on the ASMR, I'd say. I don't know how people do mouth sound ASMR. I think that would drive me a bit crazy. Or like eating ASMR. Oh, I have to scroll past eating ASMR so fast. There's an advert on Twitch that I keep on getting. A pot noodle advert, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. It's so much slurping. Whenever it comes on, I have to mute it. It really annoys me. Why do they must do it because they know it's annoying. That must be why they do it, right? Surely. Surely. And don't call me Shirley. Do his ASMR stream? No. It might have cancelled that out. I tried to say no. I tried to whisper no, but to be honest, it might have noise suppressed it out. Soap ASMR? Yeah, I quite like seeing the like people being like rating my slime scoops 6 out of 10. You know? I enjoy a bit of that. But I'm not necessarily watching it for the ASMR as much as the visuals, you know? I like watching it. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. Did I already get suggestions? You can give me another suggestion. Airplane mentioned. I need to show Andrew Airplane. Well, I've multiple friends. We talked about this ages ago. Like some of my, I think it might have even been my Discord mods. We talked about it ages ago. I was like, because a bunch of my friends hadn't seen Airplane, or rather, Andrew hadn't seen Airplane, and it turned out Ted hadn't seen Airplane either. It's like, oh my god, you need to watch Airplane. And honestly, if it wouldn't be a huge legal issue, I would love to stream it and everyone can watch Airplane together. But also, I think there's like boobs out, and aside from it not being my legal property to stream and very much so illegal, I'm pretty sure there's boobs. It's a movie. It's a movie. It's very dry humor. I think it's from the 80s or 90s. But it's simply called Airplane, and it's so silly. It's such a silly movie. You should definitely watch it. Why is boobs the first thing I hear when I join back into chat? Welcome to an Owie stream. Welcome back into an Owie stream, Maximum Toast. What's your thing with cement just stuff? My thoughts on cement is that cement is basic in a very literal sense. It's alkaline. Like, apparently, you can't just, like, sit in cement. It would, like, dissolve your skin. Do I speak jive? What do you mean? How am I on this very fine evening? I'm doing good. I'm yapping, I'm chatting. I'm chilling out. I'm, like, sitting here with my hands by my sides. Maximum Toast, do you recognize Pigo? When I think of cement, I think of getting hurt. I think that's fair. That is an understandable connection. I think people do get hurt in cement, right? Where's Buddy Cam? He's not in here. You know what? I've been away from home for several days, and I've come back, and all he's done is sniff my toe and walked away again. Oh, he's so mean to me. No. Wait, Maximum Toast. I'm not even fucking kidding. My mum was like one of Pigo's nursery teachers. That's how I've come to. We've just discovered that today, so I'm gonna have a chat with Pigo. It's crazy connection. That's so amazing that you've recognized Pigo in my chat. I was like, oh, I'd love to chat to Pigo because it turns out we are connected via our parents. So it's crazy how many little connections like that I've had. I try not to name drop people because I feel bad. It feels like I'm milking them. But like I said before, I used to moderate on a Minecraft server with Pearlescent Moon before she started YouTube. I knew her before she started YouTube, and I haven't talked to her in like 8 years or something. So, you know, but again, it's like so I've got so many random little connections. It's like you wouldn't expect me to have. What, the wildest thing to rent this on a Saturday night? That's so cool, Maximum Toast, genuinely. That's really, really cool. And as a creator, I can tell you, it's always really fun to be recognised. I mean, I've already been doing this for about a year and a half. And I'm still thrilled anytime someone recognises me somewhere. And I've never been recognised in person, but I get recognised online a lot. Like, I'll get recognised on Discord servers or in other people's chats. And it's always like, people sort of go like, "It's you!" And I'm like, "Oh, it's been spotted in the wild." It's also funny when like I've had a few like it'll be like random TikToks I'll comment on and I'll say a funny and everyone will be like, you know, I'll get up, not upvotes. What is this, fucking Reddit? You know, the comment will get a lot of likes and then people will be like, "Owie, what are you doing here?" And I'm like, shh, I'm in the wild. I got like I had a comment that did quite well on one of Tommy Innett's Instagram reels, and people were like, "Owie, Owie, why are you here?" I've been doing YouTube since 2015, only got serious in 2020 though. Oh no, I'm the same in that I've been on and off YouTube for a very long time. But this channel I started Owie Brain Hurts in May last year, and I grew very quickly. So my growth, the speed of my growth was very swift. So it's all sort of happened all at once, which is very cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's funny to be like a small creator, or like, you know, a lot of people might like. There are a lot of people who are my size who have been doing this for a very long time. I am just a baby. I'm just a YouTube baby. When VidCon rolled around, people were like, "Oh, you going to VidCon?" I'm like, me? Going to VidCon? I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little boy. They don't know who I am. So it's a weird combination. Do I listen to Lemon Demon? I don't, but I probably should. I am going to MCM Expo though. I'm not as a featured creator by any means. I'm just going for the day. So if anyone's going to MCM Expo on the Saturday and you see me, come say hi. Come say hi. You gotta go. Have a good night, pure randomness. TwitchCon didn't know what Hermitcraft was? What do you mean? TwitchCon didn't know what Hermitcraft was? Surely not. There must have been Hermitcraft creators who went to Twitch. No, there were Hermitcraft creators that went to TwitchCon. I saw, well, Pearl went. I saw Pearl that went. People see people with over 100k and look at them like they're on another level, but they're still just normal people. Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting. The stream never got announced on the server? I've clearly broken something with that, Ted. Hello, Ted. Friends with Pearl? Yeah, I was just saying, I used to moderate on a Minecraft server with Pearl in like 2015, before she started YouTube. But yeah, it's funny, it's like the things that coexist at the same time, right? I am a YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers. I've got a plaque. I've been to multiple YouTube events. You know, I am like very much so a YouTuber. At the same time, I live at home with my parents at the big old age of 24, which again in the UK is pretty common, and a lot of people I know do. But it's like, it's not like a lot of YouTubers. It's not like we're all rich and famous. I go outside of the house and people don't know who I am. It's quite a nice balance, really. Who's Ted? Ted is my good friend. Beep, 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 beep. Pearl is yeah, she's lovely. I haven't talked. I think I said this before. I haven't talked to her in a very long time, and I don't know if she knows who I am. She might, because we have mutual friends. But I haven't chatted to her in like literally like 8 years or something. Do I ever regret showing my face publicly? No, I don't, because I haven't had a reason to regret it, because no, I've never been physically recognized. Additionally, the only place I really show my face is when I stream, and like the majority of my audience doesn't regularly tune into my streams, right? So like anyone who's like, there'll be plenty of people who have seen my content, if not on YouTube, on other platforms, but they won't know it's me. So that's a perk. I like the balance. I like the balance of being able to do this and also not being super worried that people will know who I am. I like Toad's Factory because it makes Toad's artificial toads. Toad's artificial toads. I'm new to content creation and interested in your method. Is it alright if you share some advice for me? What I like to tell people is, well, first of all, just do it. Just like, that's what everyone says, right? Just go live, just do the thing. But don't hold yourself back in fear of being cringe. You should... It's hard, but because it's like in your head you know that people aren't necessarily going to watch, but you should treat it as if people are going to watch. Don't you know, make content for people who are going to watch it. Don't hold yourself back. How much longer do you think your channel will stay at a comfortable level, like numbers wise? Well, it depends on what a comfortable level is, and I won't know it's uncomfortable until it is uncomfortable, if it ever gets uncomfortable. And I don't know how quickly I'm going to grow or not grow. I may never hit, I may never go over a 500,000, I may never hit 1 million, I don't know. Or there's a crazy universe in which I have like 3 million or something. And it's like, I don't know it's uncomfortable until it is uncomfortable. Right now, it's a nice balance. People know who I am online, but they don't tend to offline. which works well for me. Actors if people are already watching. / pause, right? Like, I've had comments from the start. People have told me from the start, like, your stuff seems like something a much bigger channel would make. Even before I was like, I don't even think I would have hit like 1,000 subscribers when I first had someone say that. They were like, this seems like something from a big channel, like someone with 100,000 subscribers, someone with 1 million subscribers, and I still get comments like that. Don't hold yourself back. Don't hold your production value back because you don't think people are going to watch. If you want to make something, do it as fancy as you want. Don't be embarrassed about it. At the same time, don't feel like you have to like go above and beyond. Don't think it has to be perfect. But like, if you have faith in yourself, other people will believe in you too. Is the better way of putting it, I think. Are you the next Jaden animations? I don't know about that. That would be cool, but I don't know. I'm free! The subscriber 5-minute timer can't hold me anymore! Welcome in, Paradox. Aoi versus T-Series? God, never. If someone were to hypothetically see you in public, would you rather them ignore you or approach? I'd love it. Like, I'd be more than happy for people to come and say hi. My fear is that as an autistic person, I'm kind of awkward, and I would hate to make someone feel uncomfortable because I panic because I'd be like, I don't know. Am I great at social situations? No, but I would love to say hi to someone if they want to say hi to me. I get nervous that I would make them feel bad because I would react wrong, but that's entirely my own insecurity rather than anything to do with them. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I got recognised at MCM Expo due to the nature of nerds gathering in the room together. I say that as a nerd going to said room. But I'm thinking I might order some stickers or something. If anyone approaches me at MCM, I'll be like, I've got stickers. I've got stickers. Come say hi. I'll give you a free sticker. Boom, 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 boom. Raise your hand if you have the Aoi wallpaper on your phone. Me? Where's my phone? What have I done with my phone, bro? I had my phone, and now I don't. I remember putting it under the cushion of my chair while I was fiddling. While I was fidgeting. Did I? What did I do with it? Oh, it's still under the cushion on my chair. It was just on the other side. I got two Aoi. Okay, the contrast is not good. I've got two. They rotate between each other. Oh, you can see it if I do that. I've got that one, and if I open it up again, it goes into that one. Because I'm a narcissist and... Okay. No, I don't know. It's cool to be able to make things and be yourself. Am I going to all 3 days? I'm just going on the Saturday. Hi from India. Hi, Praveen. As an artist, it's fun to be able to just make whatever you want. Bum, bum, bum. You got the alien invasion one? That's so cool. That's like one of the first ones I made. First wallpapers I made. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. If you got recognised on an off-an occasion and you struggled with that, would you tell us to try not to come if we saw you? I wouldn't do that. No, I think it's like the situation would be like if I don't feel like seeing people, I would maybe just not go outside. I think it's what people do, right? Or like I would like maybe I'd just cover up a little bit more. But realistically, you know, I'm never going to be recognised super often because my main channel content doesn't have my face in it very often. If it gets too much, maybe I'll become a bit more faceless on stream. Overall, though, it's more like I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, because right now it's not a problem, and it's not worth my energy to worry about things that might not ever happen. So I don't spend much time thinking about them. I love your Audacity video, my first videos of yours, and subscriber from then. Thank you so much, Praveen. Hey mate, hi Laz. Always good to stay in the present. If you don't, I think if I didn't stay in the present, I think I'd drive myself mad. I would go cuckoo bananas. And that's, you kind of, being a content creator is weird because you kind of have to balance the future and the present at the same time. It's a balance of, like, I don't know how to explain it. I've lost my train of thought. Staying in the present. You have to stay in the present because otherwise, like, the idea of not growing or the idea of growing a lot, both of those are scary things. Like, the idea of growth is scary, but you have to consider it. And at the same time, it seems like when it comes to income, is a you know, you can't really project your income, and then but you have to consider it for things like rent, or like any records like that, and is a balance of both. You can't if you think about it too much, you drive yourself mad. My mentality throughout all of this has sort of been, I'm not going to think about it, and worst case, I just go back into employment, and I have a pretty banging CV. You know, I've got like, you know, I worked in social media before I did this. And so it would just be like, well, here's my social media experience. I grew this page in a very high speed. Pay me for my services. And I'm sure it'll be fine. But like, because I don't have to think about that, I'm not going to. Because otherwise I think I'd go crazy. I'd go mental. And to be fair, I wouldn't, if I were to go back into employment, I wouldn't go into specifically social media again. I'd go into visuals. I'd go into editing, graphics, I think. I don't know if they'd like my experience with that though. But again, it's not a problem because I'm just doing this. Or maybe I'd freelance art. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna head off and play some games with a friend, but it was nice to check out your stream. Thank you so much, Pico. I will DM you. I will message you when I get a moment. It'll be cool to chat. Netto and Brutto we say in Germany. What does that mean? Me love Pico. Crossover event. So many crossover events today. I need to say that I've seen it or like respond to the person. But I saw I got me, Zane, and Rex D got tagged. Someone made like a little like crossover fan art with all three of us. I was like, I pinged. I saw it just before I went live, and I had sent it to them, and I pinged them, being like, look at this crossover event. And it's I feel quite honored that I was involved in this person's art, because it was me, Rex D, and Zane Little, and both of those are quite big Philip noters. And then it's just little old me with them. Oh, tucks head behind ear. So I felt quite honoured. When's the next video? Hopefully in about a week or two. No, more like 2 weeks. I've been a bit slow with it. But hopefully 2 weeks most max. Do I do much other pixel art except for the stuff in my videos? I did one a week or two ago. I put that on Twitter and on my second Owie account. It's funny, I get the urge to do like MVs, like animatics and stuff, but I don't think I have time, and I don't know if my audience would like them, and then maybe it would have to go on the second channel. I listen to music and I see the things in my head, and I also had like an idea of an animatic style thing, but like I had this idea. It would be too different to my normal content, I think. But I had this idea of an animation. It would be maybe like a minute or two long, where it would be called something like Old Friends or Bad Friends or something like that. And the idea is, it's just like the normal white background Owie style, and I walk up to a table, and I sit down at this table, and there's this figure there. It's like it's a non-specific figure. It's like glitching out, and it's like you can't really tell who it is. And I kind of like talk to this non-existent person. It's like the metaphor of it is like it's a friend I used to have, or like friends I used to have. I was walking home from the doctor's the other day, and I was scripting it in my head, and I did write some of it down. But it would be like, I don't know. It's like really fun. It's really hard to write about things like that because they're about real people, and it's like, oh, like the people they're about can see it, and like, do I want them to see that? Do I want to give them the satisfaction of like me talking about my pain? Or like, but it's like a cool visual thing, and like, do I make it for myself? And like, I don't know. But like, like in the script I was writing, I had like a running theme of like, I miss you and I don't. You should have been here to see me do this. I miss you and I don't. I don't know. It was like I could really see it in my head. And I was like, oh, that'd be a cool thing to make. But then like, it's got so many risks attached to it, and like in terms of time spent and like the content it's about. I don't know. Hi, how are you? I'm checking on all streamers today. I'm chill, I'm good. Maybe a second channel upload. Yeah, I think it would need to be a second channel upload. Especially because I don't know, it's hard. The balancing time is hard. How about a segment in a longer video? Yeah, because I thought like, oh, I could do it like, it'd be a good chance to like append something like merch to it, but then that's like really, it's like this like venti emotional thing. Buy my merch! I don't know. I'd like to do plushies. I need to Casino World recommended me a company. I'm like, threw away the post-it note. Fuck. I think it was Fourth Wall. Was it Fourth Wall? I don't know. Casino World recommended me a company and I need to go and talk to that company. But then I keep forgetting. Fourth Wall is great. I think it was Fourth Wall. I think it was Fourth Wall Casino recommended. Because I'm not that keen on the idea of doing Makeship or anything like that. I don't really want to do Makeship. But I think Fourth Wall do plushies. It might have been Fourth. If it wasn't Fourth Wall, it was another company. But Katino and I had a good long chat about it, and I was very grateful. We had a trade of skills. I talked about streaming. They told me about plushies because they've done a lot of plushies. If you don't know Katino World, guys, Katino World is very cool. I love Katino World. I love my animated friends. They're all so nice. Animatic of me fighting Mr. Beast. Someone once animated me and Scrump fighting. That was awesome. That was awesome. And I retweeted it. I didn't retweet it, I tweeted it. The fucking lag train. The lag train is so cool. Oh, people are so nice to me. Drawing me, fighting people. No, but crazy. I'm just so grateful for fan art. Fan art is so fucking cool. Oh my god, you're here! That explains it! Dude, the lag train animation, I genuinely, when I saw it, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my... It excites me. It was so exciting to see me and the cat in one place. Like, the idea of, like, the switching between. That was so cool. Dude, I love it so much. That really, really was like, wow, to me. And it's funny because I've like done lag train myself and like videos. I've like made jokes about it. So it was really cool to see it done by someone else and like in the proper format and I don't know. And to be me drawn in my style. That's cool. That's cool. Do I read faster? No, I don't think I read faster. And I feel like I miss messages a lot of the time as well. I always feel bad when I miss messages. My mum will often lurk in my streams and then she'll like the next day we'll be like eating lunch or something and she'll be like, oh, did you see this comment by this person? I'll be like, no, I didn't. I wish I did. That sounds like an interesting comment. Where's Animatic? It is in the fan art on the Discord, or I tweeted it as well. I tweeted it because it's so cool. Aoi Onesie Wen. Honestly, I have beef with onesies because my dimensions as a human do not fit onesies. I don't fit women's onesies because I'm too tall for them. So I have to get like extra large women's onesies because the average woman, like the average woman's size is like 5'3" or 5'4" and I'm 5'7". And then I have to get, if I get onesies, I have to get ones without feet because I've got massive feet as well. You know what that means. You know what that means. And then, like, so, like, if I get, like, the onesie I have is, like, huge on me. And it's, but, like, I guess I could, would I fit into a men's one? No, I probably wouldn't fit into a men's one. Because then, like, the dimensions of my hips are too big for a men's one. Shit, fuck. I don't think I could make an owie onesie. But that'd be really cool. Oh, an owie onesie would go so hard. Free the grippers. You know what that means. Yep. Thank you, Anna Bucket. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was good. That was good. Really, again, not helping that is Owie Brain Hurts trans Google search. Someone clip that. I can clip in retrospect, so don't worry about it if it hasn't been clipped. What's my favourite type of tea? Earl Grey. Earl Grey is my favourite. I do like a bit of chai as well, but and I'm sweating I'm not having the fucking chai tea debate again. That's so funny. You have some right now? I love Earl Grey. I don't drink normal tea. I don't drink like breakfast tea. I don't like it, but I like Earl Grey a lot. Cherry tea? I bought cherry tea once, but then it had licorice in it as a sweetener, and I don't like licorice. I don't like licorice, so. What's my favorite song or genre? I don't have a favorite song or genre. Oh, actually no, I have something to say about that. I don't have a favorite song or a favorite genre really, but a lot of people will say like American Pie by Don McLeod. I think it's Don McLean. People say that's like the best song of all time, and I agree, it's a very good song. I have strong feelings. I think Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen is an incredible song, and it's probably one of the best songs of all time. I don't know. I just really fucking like that song. I remembered it because of the Glee version. I don't know. I remember it because of the Glee version because that's really cool. But it's such a good song. Oh, it's like, I don't know. It's, I haven't got words for it. It just feels like very, I don't know. Time After Time and Running Up That Hill are God tier. Yeah, Running Up That Hill is definitely one of the, one of the best songs ever, I think. Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan. I do like Chapel Roan a lot. What's my opinion on the rapid increasing number of people being bugs on a Discord server? I haven't noticed it. I haven't been very active in the Discord. I've been a bit overwhelmed recently, so I haven't really been on the Discord a whole lot. So I haven't noticed it. But it's good to hear. Good to hear there's lots of bugs. Kate Bush from Stranger Things. Pikitis, don't do this to me. Hold on a second. Laz, are you still here? Spooky Brainheads. Spooky month. Favorite TV show? Again, I don't really have one. I mean, no, Sex Education probably. Yeah, Sex Education probably. Lurking. Laz, yesterday I mentioned we were doing Smash or Pass, and someone said Germa, and I was like, and I went on a little bit of a tangent about how you'd mentioned on your stream about Germa officiating a wedding. And then Pikitis just said, poo time! Poo time! I was like, don't you mention Laz Law in my chat. Don't bring poo time into this. Jump scared. Jump scared. Didn't expect that. Pikitis. The one that just said, you mean you get famous from Australia. Yeah, I was like... Shit. Oh, like poo time cannot live on. Okay, for the context, Laz did a Kahoot stream. I raided into it a few streams ago. He was doing Kahoot quizzes, and the person who won a quiz and was consistently doing well, just named themselves Poo Time. No one knew who they were, so it was like, who the fuck is Poo Time? Poo Time, reveal yourself. Who the fuck is Poo Time? But, like, they were like smashing the quiz. It was a really good stream. It was nice to do the quiz and have the yapping. It was really good. I love a yap. I love a yap stream. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know into your brain, streamers. That was your second account. You are Poo Time. Poo Time revealed themselves, but can we ever truly know? Can we ever truly know who Poo Time was? Do we know? Yeah, Poo Time is a concept. Like a god, some might say. Me, when I lie, I'm not Poo Time. Rainbows, I'm not fucking surprised. You can make a lightning strike if you use fireworks in a thunderstorm. Who's gonna hook me up with some fireworks in a thunderstorm? Stream where I electrocute myself. Lightning stream. Poo Time was in our hearts all along. Regrettably so. Quite potentially. I have mixed feelings about sex ed. I'm invested in the show, but I'm a bit of a prude and dislike the sex, which is ironic for me to get mad at because it's called sex ed, but it's not like teens actually act that way. That's fair enough. I mean, it's not for everyone for that nature. It is an explicit show. And not everyone will like that, and that is completely fine. I think it has some incredible representation in it. I think the storyline's really good. I've watched it so many times. I've watched it from start to finish so many times, and what annoys me about it is the lack of communication skills in the characters really annoys me. Like by season 4, Otis is like There's a show called Six that has sex in it. Every time I mention it, I have to be like, guys, is an 18 plus show. If you're gonna watch it, it's like, because it's like the first scene is sex. It's not everyone acts that way. I think it is realistic to some degree. Not for everyone. I don't know. But either way, it covers so many topics really, really well. It has some incredible representation. I imagine it would have educated people on matters. Asexuality representation, you don't see that very often, and that was in season 2. That was incredible. And then you've got disabled sex, we've got trauma and the impact of it, we've got obviously all the things about consent, we've got trans and non-binary representation. There's a T for T couple, which is really cool. The miscommunication makes me really annoyed. By season 4, it's like, can you get a grip? Otis, get a fucking grip. But it so delicately and well captures some really delicate topics, and I love it. I love it. I think it's very clever, and there's a lot of little things that you can look into it as well. Every time I thought there was a plot hole, I've been able to, like, the plot hole hasn't existed. They thought about the whole thing well. Otis, that wasn't Otis that happened to. They're both teens. The thing is, teenagers do those things. And in terms of the age of consent, in the UK it's 16 and all of the characters are over 16. There are a lot of teenagers who do those things, and there are a lot of teenagers who don't, and the show covers both sides. I mean, it's obviously the headcanon, not the headcanon, the author or whatever, the writer, so the way she describes it is like, it's based in a town where everyone's like quite, like, it's like in a world where everyone's quite obsessed with sex. It's based in England, but like the idea is like everyone's like quite, like, a bit more hyped up about sex than normal, but like, or like, you know, it's like an unusually hot of a topic. In reality, is it that important in day-to-day life? No, but it is a show about sex ed. England is real? No, don't believe them when they tell you that. But also, you know, they do cover things like asexuality and not feeling like you're caught up. You know, being like, oh, am I the only one who's not having sex? And, you know, it covers a wide breadth of points of view and realities. So it is indeed not real. England is not real. They filmed it in Wales. Blah. No, actually, I think it's really pretty. I've never been to high school, but been to college, and no one talks about that stuff or me that stuff. But that's just where I'm from. So, I mean, everyone's experience is different. It's not the same for everybody. Everyone's going to have a different story. Sorry, I shouldn't have opened Discord. Ace rep in a show full of sex doesn't sound that thoughtful to those people. I think, okay, how do I word this correctly? I'm so distracted by the DM I just got. Ace rep show. No, it's important that they had asexual representation. Because it showed that it's not like that everyone is obsessed with that thing. Not like not everyone is doing it, and not everyone wants to. And they showed that in a show that is about sex education and about teenagers and whatever. You know, there was a character who was like, I don't want to have sex, and they explored it. Initially, someone suggests that it's because she hasn't found the right person, but in reality, it's because she's asexual. And, you know, they very delicately explain what it is. And it's really nice. Really nice. It's really cool. I don't think there's much asexual representation in media. A lot of people, I don't know if it was the first, but yeah. For people to know it exists is really good. And Heartstopper's been good at that as well. In obviously much more recent terms. I mean, much more recent, like 5 years difference. 5 years since sex education first came out. Fuck. But no, Heartstopper's been on both asexual and aromantic representation, which is really cool. Oh, and then like, oh, I mean, I don't want to. No, I'm worried about spoiling Heartstopper, so I won't say that. But there's some cool representation in Heartstopper season 3. Heartstopper was written by an Arrow Ace person. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that she was Arrow Ace. Todd from BoJack. What's your point? I haven't seen BoJack Horseman. Just seen the new Discord image. It looks nice. Did they put the new image up? Oh, they did. I didn't realize they went ahead and did that. Was today the deadline? Opinion on Sims 4? It's not as good as The Sims 2. Sorry. Sims 4 has better building tools and obviously more up-to-date things and better representation, but it could be better. Kendall from Comic Aurora. I've never heard of that. Asexuals sometimes have sex. Yeah, I mean, these things are all spectral, right? And there's no one-size-fits-all definition for something like asexuality, as with many other identities. There'll be asexual people who have sex because they are comfortable enough with it to please their partner, but aren't necessarily interested in it themselves. There'll be asexual people who don't have sex at all. And then you could, like, I don't know, then there's like demisexuality, which I guess is under the asexuality umbrella, where people are only sexually attracted to people who they have an existing connection with. Maybe that's too simplified of a definition, but I don't know, like there's no one size fits all for these things, and it's worth considering that. And also, labels are fluid. It's like this is something I feel like we as society should talk about more. Labels change. Not everyone has the same labels once they figure them out. You can think that you can come out as one thing and then realize you're not that thing, actually. And that's fine. For anyone who missed it earlier, I was talking about a reel I saw on Instagram a little while back about a man who had, is gay. Well, he was previously identifying as gay, but realized he had attraction to women or feminine people, and he'd sort of described it as like the scope of his interest in women is like shallower and smaller than his scope of his interest in men, and therefore he identified with multiple labels, bisexual and pan, in that it has that label gives him the room to explore this newfound thing that he's discovered. It gives him the confidence to do so. Queer, in that it's an all-inclusive, comfortable term, and gay because that is more predictive of his potential, that's more how he leans. That's a better predictor of what he's going to do in terms of who he's going to be attracted to, and I think that's really interesting, and I relate to it very heavily, as someone who this doesn't really feels 100% fitting into any labels, and unfortunately likes men. It's a terrible reality I live in. I'm kidding. I know many wonderful men. Not all men are evil. That's what Big Men wants to tell you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Shut me up. Shut up, Howie Brain Hurts. You're digging yourself a hole. I can say I'm ace and don't like the IRL stuff. I read it though. I think that's very common as well. Just because, not everyone who's asexual is sex repulsed. Is a simplified term. As a man, I can confirm that I am evil. Just you. Is anyone else evil? All men? Are you gonna represent all men? That'd be pretty good. As a man, I can confirm all men are evil. You're in hell and I am the devil. Man number 84593 here. I can confirm not all men are evil. I'm evil. Hi, Angel of YouTube. Wait, that's funny. There's someone, Alex G, saying, you are in hell and I'm the devil, and then the Angel of YouTube comes in. As a man male? As a man male. I'm dark and mysterious and live in a tower, but I think evil isn't quite enough. You can live in a tower and not be evil. You can be dark and mysterious and not be evil. Don't fall for the stereotypes. I'm dark and mysterious like a mime. Are mimes dark and mysterious? As a representative for big man, most of us are evil as an aesthetic. I see. Do I need to pull up the image of JD from Heathers again? But he's just evil anyway. He's not doing evil for an aesthetic. The Indian film industry is called Bollywood. Where does that come from, Turek? How come you're saying that? Is that a neurodivergent British cat? Is my favourite comment on your channel. I think the actual comment might have had the F word in it. I don't know why I censored the F word. I say fuck all the time. I think it was, is that a fucking neurodivergent British cat? Made from pink pixels or something like that. No word detected. Put her in prison. What's my favourite swear word? I don't know. I say fucking shit a lot. I like saying piss. It's very British. Piss. Piss. Poo. No, piss hits better. I got a clip of me like cry laughing about how Alex once said that ladies poo, no, girls poo, woman shit. So good. Girls poo, woman shit. Don't say you love a shart. What's wrong with you? Oh, I do love a shart. I can't say that because someone's gonna fucking cyberpunk me saying that. Fuck. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. Did I study anything at college or uni? I didn't go to uni. I did not go. I am not smart. I'm very funny. Fuck's sake! Yeah, that sounds about right. Thanks for calling me funny. I don't think I'm funny, but when other people think I'm funny, it's really nice. Thank you. Is that a stop? Wait, you can't. Wait, how come you can't do it? That's confusing. Favorite ice cream flavor? I don't really have a favorite. I don't even know what I'd usually go for. I'd have to have. Yippee! I'd have to evaluate all my options. How long? I've been streaming for fucking ever. 3 hours. That's really not bad. Not that bad. I might end stream. It's 20 to 11. I'm shouting to this stream right now. Alex, shut the hell up. Do I speak any other languages? I speak very bad Spanish. I know enough Spanish to maybe like interpret like some text, but not enough to like accurately speak it. And I definitely can't understand it when it's spoken. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't work for you, Rainbows. That's really weird. Solo hablo un poquito español, lo siento. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Estoy cansando. Does that mean you're sad? Is that what cansando means? I don't remember. Is la rata? What's rata? Shart? Don't say shart stream. That's fucked up. Mi gato. Mi gato. Sorry, I got confused with my Discord my Instagram notifications. I had one of my friends. I had this happen to me once upon a time as well. It's like Instagram bots just steal your entire identity, and just make a new account and repost all your pictures on it. I thought that was happening again. Alas, it was just a follow request. No hablos español, fellas. La rata means the rat, does it actually? Me llamo T-Bone. La Arana discoteca. What's Arana? I'm scared of saying that. Me gusta el San Fermín. Porque puedo correr con los toros. You like the San Fermín? What's that? Because it's where... Isn't correr actually to do with male? What's los toros? I had Greg's. What did I get something from Greg's? I did. I had Greg's the other day. I had a sausage roll and a caramel custard donut and a Ribena. And it was good. I've eaten so much shit in the last few days. It's not good. I had chili cheese fries from Wednesday's for lunch. Are you jealous? Because you should be. They were good. I need some fruit desperately. I haven't had a fruit has not entered my body in days. That's a lie. I had dragon fruit on stream yesterday. Ribena from Greg's hit stiff. Do the editors or an AI do the white window frame with text? It's neither of those. It's the way it works is I've got a tool attached. Couplans gang? I've never been to a Couplans. So it just goes through. It's like a bot that goes through multiple steps. It takes the text and it pops it on. I can tell you the exact steps actually. It takes a screenshot. And it takes the text from Twitch and it puts it on the screen. And then it changes my scene on OBS and it mutes the thing and it does it for a 2,500 millisecond. MS? Is that milliseconds? I guess so. Or microsecond. I don't know, whatever. And then it undoes it again. So like if I do that, you'll see what it was when it last screenshotted. Is it dangerous to have your sub count on screen? Alan Becker once did that and people started unsubscribing. I've had it up for like 9 months and it's fine. Sometimes people will like unsub for the haha funny, but for the most part, because it's up all the time, it's not like it's a funny special thing. I think if I was actively trying to seek out a sub goal, if I was like, oh my god, guys, I'm about to hit 200,000 or something, then it would like, people would unsub. When I hit 100k, I live streamed that and people, like my sub count like went up like really fast as soon as I hit 100k because people were trying to be the 100,000th. People had unsubbed so that they could hit me with the thing. Additionally, if you unsub, you can't access chat for 5 minutes again after you've resubscribed. So like it's kind of an incentive to not do that. Anyway, one is unable to not like Subway. My brother in Christ, you made the sandwich. That makes sense, but Subway is a bit shit and overpriced for what it is. I should end stream. It's been three hours, and I'm EP. I'm sleepy. EP sleepy. EP sleepy. Sleepy. EP sleepy. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for yapping. Thanks for chatting. It's been nice. It's been chill. Been very chill. Very nice. Can I add the Family Guy clips? What? What? To what? I'm sure the clips. I'm sure someone will have clipped those things. If not, I'll send them. I'll find them and send them on Discord. Actually, let me. Is anyone live on Twitch that I can raid into? Really fun tuning in. Thank you so much, the Janus. We could raid into Watermunch, who is playing Raker. I've never heard of Raker before. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe we'll raid into Water. Actually, let me check first if there's anyone on YouTube that we can manually raid into. No one that's better than Water. Let us raid Water. By the way, guys, Water's my best friend. I don't actually know Water very well, but we're each other's best friends now. The running joke is we don't know each other, so therefore we're best friends. Okay. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. And hop onto the Discord if you haven't already. Where the fuck? Oh, the profile picture changed on Discord, and I was like, where did it go? Where did it go? Here is my Discord link. And I will see you shortly. Hop onto the raid and say hi to Water for me and with me. Okay. I'll see you guys. See you guys later. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye.